And I know you all missed the sultry tones of Maddie saying hot mic. And welcome to Tal'Dorei, A New Dawn. Oh, it has been way too long since this lovable group of assholes have gotten together to play some fucking D&D. So we are really excited and chomping at the bit to get into it. So, let's do quick character introductions, then I'll fill everybody in on what happened last session, because I know I might be the only one who rewatched it to remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I really should have, but...
Wait, you can watch it?
Yeah, on the VOD on Twitch.
I'm joking.
No, I know. I thought that was a setup for me to plug that you.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you can watch it?
No, you fucking ruined it. Let's start with Dana. Dana, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character?
Hi guys, I'm Dana. I'm playing Raina St. Clair, level 7 Scout Rogue, and I don't want to mention that she's probably going to die, but she's probably going to die.
You
and I'm
say
rolling
that
all new
every
dice
game.
tonight, and I'm super excited. Yes, I do always say it. It'll happen one day.
Also, it should be noted that the DM is rolling brand new dice as well, and if you watch Comedy Estrade, you know how well they roll. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could have lived without hearing that.
let's go with Riley.
I play Sylvia Estrella, who is a celestial warlock, and she's an air genasi, and she is level 7. And she just put on armor that might be the death of her, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
It might.
Or the death of the rest of us.
That
Maybe if
would
it
be
asks for
irony.
sacrifices.
That would be more accurate, I think. 'Cause the death of the rest of us.
I don't know. Maddie.
Hey, everyone. I'm Maddie. I play Garan, the Hobgoblin War Wizard, curmudgeon. I think Robert and Dana figured out that I'm the mother of the group instead of the dad. Which I don't know, whatever. I don't care.
All right, let's go to Robert.
Yo, what up? I'm Robert, and I'm playing Captain Conrad Kalasha, who is a former sea businessman, now adventurer.
All right.
That's a fancy way to say pirate.
No shit. Derek.
Hi, I'm Derek, and I will be playing a human grave cleric by the name of Siegfried Castle, who doesn't quite understand how social interactions work.
And rounding it out, we have Sai.
Hello, I'm Sai, and today I'll be playing Mitz, the Tabaxi monk, the young buck of the group. I almost introduced Alexio. Rest in peace.
Rip.
Oh, ripping open that old wound.
Yeah.
My beating heart.
All right, so for those of you who are joining us, let me do a quick recap. So, the last session, you guys left Zephyra, essentially still very super bummed about the Bumblefoots being murdered and having their bodies stolen, or disappeared. Hard to say. I know, but you don't. Before going to Craghammer to pick up the trail of Abigail, Vexalia's daughter, who has the bow Fenthras. You guys made your way to the tavern that she was last seen and picked up some information. Also did some shopping. Siegfried and Garen did some mining to get themselves a diamond, because y'all are prone to not feeling super hot after big battles. By that I mean dying. But as you guys got the rooms, debauchery in the tavern, as always. You guys go upstairs. Garen checks out some potions that were stolen by Raina, Mitz, and Sylvia and Kalasha, the dynamic quadrio. I don't know if that works, but I feel like it does. It's been a very long day. My brain is spongy.
It doesn't.
That's fair.
Nice.
I think the word is quartet.
Be cool.
Quartet is what you're looking for. Yeah.
There you go.
You guys are now the quadrilogy. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of the Alien quadrilogy. That's what it was. That fucked me up.
Quadrilogy. I love that.
Yeah, so the quadrilogy stole a bunch of potions and shit. Garen checked out the potions. They got a potion of hill giant strength, some love filters, all sorts of good shit. While that was going on, Mitz and Kalasha decided to test Mitz's metal and Mitts can hang. Y'all learn that Mitts can really hang. And then finally, the affable Sylvia decided to put on the armor of the Scaled Tyrant. And the last thing that happened before we left was she heard a voice claim her as her own. And that is exactly where we pick up, right as Sylvia just heard the voice proclaiming that she is now essentially belongs to the armor.
Okay.
Did you say that as Sylvia in character?
Yeah.
So you guys see, you guys look to Sylvia as she is attuning to this armor. You see her eyes roll to the back of her head for a moment, and as they roll back, you see sweat pouring down her face, and in a very small voice, she just mutters, "Okay."
I'm going to check on her. Can I do like medicine check? And are you okay?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
I mean, hearing voices is normal, right? That's a normal thing that everyone.
That's
If people are talking.
22.
22. Physically, she seems okay. Her skin is clammy. She definitely has like sweat beading all over like her arms and her face. Like any exposed skin is just beaded with sweat. But other than that, she doesn't seem sick or anything like that.
What are you wearing, Sylvia? I know it's
The armor now and like a robe, I guess, over the armor.
Did you is armor too tight on you?
No, I don't think so.
I am just concerned. You seem very wet.
Nobody hears another voice. This just me.
Sometimes
I am talking to you.
No, I mean, but another voice.
You are talking.
Is it a woman's
Okay.
voice?
No. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just tired, I guess.
It wasn't a woman's voice.
Let's just. How much time do we got left before we're going?
At this point, it's still about 10 p.m., so you got about an hour and a half before you know you got to take off to the Keystone Quarry.
Well, are all our preparations set? Did we divvy out all our health potions? And
We should probably divvy out the potions that we got.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
have you guys ever had coffee?
Yes, it's
Yes.
delicious.
It's great.
Yes.
This is true.
I think that I should take all of the filters of love.
No,
I absolutely disagree. I think that Kalasha
Why-
should have none of them
Why should I have none of them?
because
I
you
think
have
that's
none of them.
proven that you are not trustworthy with potions.
I'm not trustworthy with a potion of body swapping, which is much different.
Why would you give me a good reason as to why you should have them?
Because sometimes I get lonely.
You know, there are other ways of doing that don't use magic.
No tactical reasons.
That's just
Why
not
on
a
earth
reason.
would there be a tactical reason to ever have a filter of love? What you tell me a tactical reason why we would need potions of filter of love?
Why
I would
distract
you
an enemy?
want a potion of filter of. Why would you want a filter of love if it's not useful in battle?
Because, well, first of all, love is a battlefield.
No,
I heard that in a tavern once.
You're just proving why you shouldn't have one.
How so?
Well, if you're lonely, you definitely should not have filters of love because you're going to use them irresponsibly.
You can't prove that I would do that. This is all hearsay.
Or we could give him one, and if he does good with it, then we can give him another one. But we only give him one because he's going to keep asking if we don't give him any. So
Oh no, he could definitely have one.
No,
Why not?
because he uses his potions on me.
well, if he drinks it and he looks at you, then he falls in love with you,
I don't think.
and that's his problem.
No, that's not how that works.
Pretty sure that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Oh, okay. Then I'm solid. I just won't ever drink anything ever again.
You would know how that works because it happened to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I think Siegfried seems the most level-headed out of us. Maybe he should hold on to the rest if we give Kalasha one. If he doesn't mind holding them.
I do not mind this. No.
Oh, this is so weird. What would you do?
All right, one works. It's a start.
Okay.
It's
Now,
a start.
Honestly, I kind of think that maybe let me bring that up a quick second. I would almost think that maybe the boy should have the potion of growth.
The enlarge reduce.
That's not a bad idea.
I mean, that could be very helpful to him. I don't know.
I'm more concerned about the haste and the strength potion.
Yeah.
Which I think haste might actually be good for him. He already hits a lot of times, and if he just gets to hit again, can't hurt.
That's true. And it makes it harder for them to hit him. And he's
Kind of like coffee.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like coffee for a minute.
It is kind of like coffee. Yes.
Yeah. Let's give haste to Mitz.
Siegfried, you
Yes.
fight melee, correct?
Mostly yes.
Yes.
If needed.
Are
I hope you all can handle the hitting.
You're not very strong, are you?
I can swing mace, but I prefer to make sure no one dies.
Right.
Again.
Maybe I should take the giant strength.
You do like to whack that staff around a lot.
It's a very, very useful staff.
And I agree.
Okay, this is not euphemism. Okay.
Mitz is chuckling.
You're too young to be laughing at something like this. You hush.
Then what about the growth potion?
I think maybe we hold on to it and
We
see
need a
if,
giant Kalasha.
or maybe we need a tiny mitts to get somewhere we can't reach.
I'm already pretty tiny.
But this makes you even smaller.
We could sneak you into like kitchens.
I like that idea.
Is he a small creature?
Think that of a 10-year-old.
I'm just no.
say-
In D&D terms, is he a medium or small creature?
I'm gonna classify him as medium.
Okay. Then yeah, that would be useful because he would turn into a small. Yeah.
Well,
I think we just hold on to it now, and then we'll, if it gets to look a little finicky, we'll decide then and there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Mitz is like juggling his thunder chuck, and he's like, "Man, this guy sure is taking a long time."
okay.
All right.
And did you two want to heal up since we're waiting
Yeah, that would be great.
All right.
with your hit die?
I will do that. As soon as I remember what hit die rogues have.
D8.
Thank you.
All right.
It's a fair question. It changed over.
All right. So Kalasha, Mitz kind of patch themselves up, and it starts to near the hour that you know to be at the Keystone Quarry and look for the man in red. You guys, what do you do?
well, shall we?
Yes.
All right.
I'm ready.
And with that, you've made your preparations, and you head out into the streets of Craghammer. And you notice that the streets are quite quiet compared to during the day. As a mining city, you know that essentially the they'll party hard for a while, but then they crash in the for the morning when they need to go and do their mining. The only thing that you do still hear are the forges burning, as they're pretty much ever burning. And after about 20 minutes of winding through Craghammer, you make your way to the Keystone Quarry. You see as you get to the quarry proper, you see just a large hole in the earth with various scaffolding and mining tools all around. And with the moonlight, go ahead and everybody make me a perception check, please. Siegfried and Kalasha, yours will be at disadvantage because you're human and don't have dark vision.
Perception?
Womp
Yep.
womp.
22.
Aww. Stupid disadvantage.
Wrong character. I don't get bonuses to this.
19.
14.
14.
12.
12. Okay, so everybody but Siegfried and Mitz, you guys see in the center of the quarry, leaning against a minecart, a humanoid figure.
Is that him? I'm approaching, so I'm gonna walk up.
Okay, well, you guys got to kind of wind your way down the quarry. You can tell that this person probably chose the quarry because it's an easy way to tell who's coming. There's not really a good way to sneak up on this person because they're right in the center. So you kind of make off from the group and begin winding your way down.
Where are you going?
I'm going down there. That's what we're doing, right?
Remember, we're here for the bounty on the castle. Just remember.
Bounty Castle. Here.
Yep. And I still have my old copy of it, so
I'm gonna go with him. He can't really see.
I think we're all going. We're just
I
trailing
don't know
behind.
what. I haven't seen it. So I don't know why we are going down this way.
There's a man down there. The guy we're here to see.
Now can I see it?
After it's pointed out to you,
Oh.
and as you kind of are winding your way down, yeah, you're able to see him.
Oh, okay.
Is the quarry set up in a way that Mitz and I can run across the flat side and then do like a super cool slide on our feet down the ramp and then run again and then slide again to get down faster?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I want to do that.
All right, go ahead and make me acrobatics checks.
All right, new dice.
22.
22?
27.
27. Okay, so you kind of break off from the group. Like, you guys kind of give each other a look, like you read each other's minds, and bolt off from the group and start sliding down the flat edge of the quarry. As you hit the flat part, you pop to your feet, roll one more acrobatics check each.
20.
Dirty 20. Yeah.
All right. And you guys slide down and do this like really cool tuck and roll at the bottom and pop up back on your feet. The rest of you just see them just slide down the side and you're just like, there they go.
Is there someone who will not be doing this?
I'm just walking.
Very good.
Okay, so the rest of you just kind of curl your way around.
Just taking
I'm
the
keeping
path.
an eye out for anyone else who might be around
Okay.
outside of this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why I haven't cast light on my shield.
No problem. Go ahead, Reyna and Garen, roll me perception checks.
Huh.
18.
18.
I got a 1.
Garen, you kind of get distracted by the sound of like falling debris and dirt and rocks. And as you look, you realize it's just the debris that was left behind by Mitz and Kalasha. Reyna, you get a pretty good look around and you feel pretty confident that there's nobody around.
Okay.
Damn.
And as you guys kind of work your way down, Mitz and Kalasha, you stand before this man. He's not dressed gaudily, but his clothes are a little bit more flamboyant than you would normally be accustomed to. He wears a large red hat with a large feather that protrudes from it.
Oh shit.
The lining of the jacket that he wears is gold and it flares at the bottom. He wears very widely flared red slacks as well. And as he sees you, he approaches and says, "Hello, I suppose you are here about the bounty."
Yes, that is one of the many reasons that we've come here.
I'm just staring at that big old feather.
Oh no, I didn't even think about that. One of many reasons, you'll say. What might the other reasons be?
I want that hat. How much for the hat?
You cannot put such a price on fashion.
I don't know how to respond to that, but okay.
So, I notice you are not alone. You have some friends joining you.
I'm Mitz.
Yes, he's Mitz. I'm Kalasha. Those are my friends. Our friends.
Ah, so we are doing names. You may call me Red.
Is that because that's the color of your hat?
That's a funny name.
That is because in this business you don't stay alive very long if you go tossing around your real name to everyone that you meet.
In that case, I'm Dave.
Oh god.
Dave is a great name. Red is a funny name.
How much of this can we hear while we're walking down?
You don't hear much of anything.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like in the center of the quarry, and you guys are kind of winding around the side, and it's just too far away. But as the conversation peaks, the last thing you hear is in that case, or the first thing you hear is in that case, I'm Dave. And you see the same man in red, and he greets you. He definitely looks human. And he's got facial tattoos, almost almost like swords over each eye. The ink itself is also a reddish hue. It's definitely not black, at least. It's lighter than that. And he greets you fairly warmly. He says, "Hello, I was just getting to know your other friends here, Mitz and Dave." And he gives a wink to Kalasha.
Can I activate
Can
my
I insight
Eldritch
check the wink?
Yes, you can activate your Eldritch Sight and go ahead and insight the wink if you would like to do that. With your Eldritch Sight, you do notice he definitely has quite a few magical items on him. He seems fairly capable, considering the amount of magic items. He's got a magic ring, and both daggers at his hips are also magical in nature. And you could tell under the hat, there's some kind of like magical circlet or something. It seems to be the shape of.
Interesting. Okay.
And what'd you get for insight?
It's a 16 for the wink.
It was playful.
Ooh. Back to the feather.
I need you to roll me a con saving throw, Mitz.
We already at this part?
That's a 14.
14? It's difficult, but you manage to keep your composure around this feather. You definitely can't take your eyes off of it, but it's very, it's tempting, and it becomes more and more tempting the more you stare at it.
Dave.
Oh shit, that's me. Yeah.
Look at it.
I know.
I don't.
I know.
So what do we do for this bounty, you guys?
I don't know. Red hasn't told us yet.
I was waiting for the rest of you to show up. I thought it unfair to give your friends an advantage in case perhaps this was some sort of challenge to each other. You know, I don't presume to know your business. I am Red, by the way.
Yeah, and this is Lance, Justin, Chris, Joey, and JC.
Roll deception at disadvantage.
I think you named too many names.
I think so.
Yeah, basically.
There's a reason why it's at disadvantage.
He renamed Mitz.
Oh. And they're all dude names.
I want to be Lance for
Chris
sure.
could be a girl's name.
18.
18.
JC.
Oh, wow.
I have a +9, so.
Of course you do.
Fantastique. It is wonderful to meet you. So, you are here for the bounty, and I am assuming you would like to know some more details about what you might be getting yourself into.
Can we go somewhere it's not so windy?
That would be
No.
Oh.
get to the point.
Straight and to the point. I like how brash you are, and what a straight shooter you are. So, the bounty is at the Castle of Woe. That much I am sure you have figured out on your own. Otherwise, you would not be here. You also perhaps know the fact that people who go to the Castle of Woe generally do not come back.
Why don't they come back?
Well, I would presume them to be dead.
Is it possible that they've gone to another plane of existence?
Anything is possible in Tal'Dorei. I just couldn't tell you for sure. I have not been there myself.
So why haven't you gone in?
Because I am not suicidal. I literally just told you everyone who goes in does not come out.
Why is there a bounty for it?
Because there's an item inside which I require. Or at least, there is tail of an item inside which I require. The bounty
What
will
is
be
it?
paid in full either way.
How much is the bounty again?
5,000 gold pieces.
Well, I feel like if we do retrieve the item, you probably should pay us more since every single other person has died.
At least 6,000 for the sake of math.
I tell you what, you come back with the item, 6,000 gold pieces. You come out without the item, but proof that you cleared out whatever's there, so that I might do my own investigation, 5,000 gold pieces.
What's the item?
Is the item? That's. Thank you.
There is an orb there, and it is said that the possessor of the orb can control certain elements that perhaps are not meant to be controlled.
Is it shiny?
Very shiny from the tails, at least.
I have another proposal. Because, magical items are hard to come by, and really you can't quite put a price on them. But we come back with the item, you pay us the original price on the bounty, and give us the circlet you have on your head.
I, counter-proposal, get fucked.
I mean, I'm game.
Ugh.
Okay, it was just an idea.
It was a terrible idea. Don't bring it up again.
Rude.
And what do you intend to do with this orb?
Well, I don't believe that I am paying you to ask me questions. I am paying for you to retrieve it.
Okay.
How do we handle the orb?
Very carefully.
What if it
What-
goes off?
That would be very unfortunate for you and people within a 30-foot radius.
Well, I've heard of these magical balls before.
We have
No,
one.
no. The ones we have are different. It's not the same.
Oh.
All right. Well, where's the castle again?
How do we get there?
Yeah.
You are going to exit the northern gate of Craghammer, work up the winding trail. About halfway up the Cliffkeep Mountains, you should see a fork in the trail, one leading east, one leading west. You are going to want to head west, and eventually you should find a castle that overlooks Craghammer. It has a beautiful view, that much I would imagine.
Okay, then.
Feather.
We should probably go on that note.
And you're sure the hat's not for sale?
Like I said, you can't put the price on this fashion.
Because it's magical. All right, guys, let's go.
The
What about
hat-
Quick
the
question before
the
we
feather?
leave.
Yes, of course.
Do we meet you back here at the same time if we have the item?
Yes, that is the only way to contact me.
All right, then.
Okay.
Are you bound to the spot red?
No, it just gives me a tactical advantage.
Okay.
Was there anything else?
Unless... Never mind.
No, unless what? Please speak your mind. I do enjoy hearing what nonsense spews forth.
I'm just saying that if you were to be ambushed, they could hide as rocks, and you'd never see it coming.
Heard great tales of a rock. That wasn't really a rock. He was a turtle.
I know not of whatever beast you might be speaking of, and that is a very fair point, Dave. But I will take my chances. So,
Dave.
so with that, I believe you have some traveling to do if you are to go and retrieve this item and get paid handsomely for it.
Beware of turtle rocks.
Have a good day.
It is night.
Yeah, well, he can have a good day tomorrow. Like, I didn't specify when.
Something tells me that this is Red's day.
I do not know what that means, and you guys should probably leave the quarry at this point. You're
Come
kind
on.
of freaking me out a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I might really, really, really feel very weird about sending you to this place at this point.
I like weird.
All right, guys, go. Walk away.
Bye now, and I turn and leave.
Bye, Red. Do you guys think Red is like a code word for something?
Yeah, not his real name.
What?
Real evil dude. Got it.
Oh, shit.
I would never be that
Nick,
obvious.
watch your language.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm not. Wow, that was fun. When can I get dagger tattoos on my eyeballs?
Never.
Tomorrow, if you want.
When you're an adult.
I know an artist that will do it.
Okay, Dave, that's quite enough. Let's just go.
Well, you guys are, I'm assuming, walking and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely walking away from this.
Okay. Are you guys making your way back to the tavern, or are you guys gonna start heading up the mountain?
We
Go
probably
up the
should
mountain.
leave.
Mountain. No.
Let's go to the dungeon.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah,
With
fuck it.
no rest.
We're fine. We already
Right.
prepared.
We're going to the we're going to the tavern. We're gonna get some sleep.
Oh,
Or we could walk as far as we can, pitch a tent, and then wake up in the morning.
We already paid for the rooms. We might as well.
Oh,
Stay the
yeah,
night.
good point.
Economically speaking, that makes sense. On a
That way we're not
timeline-
traveling up a mountain in the middle of the night.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But
Panthers.
he's right. We should definitely sleep.
Some people in this group can't see in the dark, and light attracts attention. If we
Right?
go in the middle of the night, it's less likely that we will end up in one piece.
I don't like how you said some people and then looked directly at me. That was kind of rude.
I mean, it's true.
I mean,
I
it's not
guess
not
like-
a burden.
And as you say that, you guys have made your way back to the tavern to call it a night. And as you guys kind of get comfy, I need everybody to take their headsets off except for Sylvia.
Frick!
Bye bye.
Frick of frick.
As you fall asleep, Sylvia, your mind drifts. You can feel yourself weightless. And almost like you're floating.
Okay.
And your eyes kind of flutter open, and there's darkness all around you. And you kind of float to your feet, and looking around, it's just so dark and quiet, and then you begin to hear voices chanting. And then you see a torch flicker to life in front of you. And then another torch. And another torch. And it seems to be leading you somewhere, and without even thinking, and without even your brain processing it, your feet begin to move. And you travel down a very dark and cold and damp hallway. And you can feel beneath your feet wet earth. And as you follow the torches that are flickering to life, you find yourself in a large chamber. And as you look around, you see the silhouette of a very, very large creature. One might say even gargantuan, dwarfing your small Genasi form. And as it approaches, even though the earth is damp and spongy, you can feel the rumble of the earth below your feet. And you see one head, and you see 2 heads, 3, 4, 5 heads, all staring intently at you. And you don't see mouths move, but you hear in the back of your head, "So, my champion approaches."
Who are you?
I am the Scaled Tyrant. You possess a mere fraction of my power.
Oh, the armor?
Yes.
I'm just wearing it. It's not a big deal.
You possess a piece of one of the betrayer gods, and yet you say it is no big deal.
I'm not good with words.
I know. I've been with you. I hear everything. I see everything. I know your heart. I know your mind. Tell
Okay.
me, who do you pray to?
The Moonweaver, of course.
And you believe the Moonweaver is going to have your back now that we are joined at the soul?
What? I'm sorry. Did you say joined at the soul? I think I misheard you.
Yes, you are a part of me, and I am a part of you.
I think that's a little presumptuous.
Think what you might. But let me know how it goes next time you pray to your Moonweaver.
Well, if you're listening, then you'll already know how it goes. Right?
Of course, you fucking nimwit.
Okay. So, this is just a dream then.
And with that, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit. I'm scared. Okay. 15?
That's a fail.
Okay, that's not good. That's a lot of dice. Okay.
You are going to take 49 points of acid damage.
Oh, but I'm resistant, so
You are.
it's half.
Yes.
Okay, is that already half?
No.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
You take half that. And
So 20.
the pain of the acid pouring over your body is intense. It is like fire. You can feel your skin practically melting from your bones, and you drop to your knees. And the Scaled Tyrant looks over you. Yes! Bow before your new god! And with that, you wake up.
What the fuck?
As you wake up, Sylvia, you feel a burning sensation on your forearms, and as you look down, you can see acid burns.
Oh. Oh, this is not good.
You hear Sylvia talking to herself, and who was sharing a room with her? Was it just Reyna?
thought we were all in one big room.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You are in one big room. So you all hear Sylvia kind of muttering to herself, and it kind of wakes you from your sleep.
Did she say it loud enough for anyone to hear?
No, it was just the sound of her talking that kind of roused you.
What's going on?
Sylvia just kind of hides her arms and is like, nothing. Are we ready?
I know that look. What did you steal?
Okay, I don't steal things.
It is too
Cal-
early in the morning to be stealing.
I immediately start looking for my filters of love to make sure that I have them.
Oh my.
Yeah, you do. No one
No.
said they were going to try to take them, so.
Oh. Had more than.
I just don't care enough to take them.
Well, shall we get ready to go then? In like a couple hours?
Why don't we leave now? We're all awake, right?
Well, I just want to take a short like meditation break.
We
Sylvia,
should.
you don't sleep.
Sleeping.
Go ahead. Everybody roll perception on Sylvia. Or rather,
I roll,
roll medicine.
Can I roll a counter deception roll?
This has nothing to do with deception.
19.
19,
Damn it.
18.
18,
11.
11,
16.
16. Garin, Kalasha. You, like, seeing Sylvia's face, you notice her features seem slightly more gaunt. Her eyes kind of seem a little bit more sunken in than usual. You see dark rings under her eyes, and sweat just pouring from her forehead.
Got the London look.
Like her hair is like matted to her forehead. She looks ill. She looks a little bit sick.
Ugh.
Is there a reason you're looking
What
at me
happened
like
to
that?
your face?
Did you sleep?
She
I don't
She
doesn't
doesn't
sleep.
sleep.
I don't
But
sleep.
why is it all fucked up now?
That is so rude, Kalshaw.
No,
Look at
but
the-
it's
So
it's like totally true.
You guys are
Wow.
just bullies today.
You're
What
looking
is wrong with you?
But that now after the dream and now this, now Sylvia's gonna start crying. You guys are just so mean to me all the time.
No.
And
You
as
do nothing.
she wipes her tears from her face, I need everybody to roll me a perception check.
Shit.
Shit.
Natural 20.
21.
19.
16.
You all notice acid burns on her forearm.
Whoa.
What the fuck is that?
Your skin
Oh,
looks like
nothing.
bubblegum.
It's
I'm gonna rush on over and inspect her arms.
it's not big.
As you kind of pull her arm from her and you look, you can see that it looks like a fresh acid wound. It looks like somebody like poured it over her arm. You can see that the skin is still like kind of bubbled, and it almost looks like if you pull the cheese off a piece of pizza.
No, don't pull the cheese. No.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm just adjusting to the new armor. It's not a big deal. Everything's
The,
fine.
No, this is a big deal. And
the armor did this to you?
Of course it did it to
This
her.
is why we told you not to put it on.
It's fine. I'm just adjusting.
I
not a big
gave her
deal.
option.
Adjusting to being taken over by a.
Are you hurt?
No, not too bad. I just need a couple hours of light activity,
Uh,
and I'll be good.
I can heal you right
Yeah,
now.
but I don't want you to waste the.
It is not waste. This is what it is for.
Do you need an hour or do you need 8 hours?
I only need like a couple hours of light activity.
Perhaps
have
we
to
go
sleep.
have breakfast.
But like if we go walk, like we can walk
breakfast.
to the castle, and I'll be able to take a short rest as long as I'm just walking and it's light activity.
do you have any long
Not
sleep
really. You
pills?
have to actually like light activity
moving?
is like you can't be walking
Oh,
up a
that's
mountain.
That's not
Okay.
light activity. No.
Okay, then while we eat breakfast, that should be fine.
I'm starving. Let's go.
Oh, I am so sorry, Mrs. Bush. I'm gonna put Butterfoot. Oh.
Bumblefoot.
Bumblefoot. That's Matt. I can't remember shit right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm old.
That's why.
All right.
That's why I didn't say it in character.
Thank you. Yeah. Bumblefoot. All right.
The Butterfoots are probably nice.
The
people.
Butterfoots. They live like 3 blocks down.
That's my mother's side.
Yeah.
I was. Oh no! I like the first thing that came to mind was Buttershaw, and it's like from a British television show. So.
It's Eugenia's grandmother. Mrs. Butterfoot.
Butterfoot. There you go.
Okay, so you guys head downstairs, and it's kind of like a continental breakfast that's set up, almost like a breakfast buffet for patrons who stayed overnight. There's some like eggs that are all mixed up. You see like small chunks of like sausage like material.
Meat.
Yeah. And you see some butter and some like rolls.
Some pea.
You see some butterfoots and rolls.
I'm gonna take a little bit of everything.
Cricket. Let's get some food.
Okay, so you guys.
I'm gonna go grab a bunch of everything.
Okay, so Garen and Siegfried just pile plates high.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you grab whatever it is you guys are grabbing and kind of sit to eat. And it's kind of unnerving. Just every time Sylvia like kind of puts a fork in her mouth, you just see that burn, and you can't help but just be unsettled by the whole thing.
You guys, it's fine.
I think
It looks.
I think
like
Garen's probably.
You are not in pain.
No, it's fine.
You know.
Did it like how did it happen? Like, walk me through the process.
Well, I wasn't really gonna say anything, but I just may never actually sleep again because I think that it just shows up in my dreams.
You don't have to sleep.
Yeah. So I just got to make sure that I specify that I'm not sleeping. And then he can't talk to me.
Specify what that you're not sleeping. Do you understand the words that you're saying?
Yes, I think.
What's his name?
Has this thing identified himself at all?
Yes.
What's his name?
He's got lots of names and lots of heads.
I'm gonna
But, like-
insight check that.
Lots of heads.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
12.
Sylvia, go ahead and roll either deception or persuasion. Don't say which. Just give me a number.
19.
19. Sylvia's hard to read. She could be telling the truth. She could be lying.
Do I get any inclinations when she says 5 heads and the dragon armor that she's wearing?
Roll religion. In fact, Siegfried, you roll religion as well.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Is it related to dragons? Can I roll with advantage?
Oh,
I'll say technically it is.
Okay.
I got a 14.
14.
For religion?
Yeah. Siegfried, you're not super familiar with all the religions and the deities of this realm. So you can think of somebody that might fit in your realm, but it doesn't seem like it's probably the same god.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, with the Dirty 20, it sounds an awful lot like the Scaled Tyrant to you. You know stories of the Scaled Tyrant during the Calamity, and how she had 5 heads, wielding 5 different kind of breath weapons, and just laid waste to just countless areas across Exandria. And you know the Scaled Tyrant to be a female.
Are you sure the voice talking to you is male? Because that doesn't sound right.
I didn't assume.
It's always good to not assume someone's gender. You're right.
So I don't know.
As if I didn't feel guilty enough for not being with you guys in that temple. That's great. Great. Just great.
But but I may not have my soul to myself now.
Yeah, you're just sharing it with the scale tyrant. That's all. That's fine. It's fine.
That is a lot to deal with.
I mean,
It's a lot to take in.
You put the armor on.
I did.
When,
So I'm sorry. Who knew that putting the armor on would mean that you shared your soul with somebody?
it was cursed. We knew that.
But cursed means like there's like a drawback of like it's painful to wear, or it's got something, it's like too heavy, like not that I'm gonna lose half my soul.
We've been dealing with this thing.
Garan, use your words, not grunts.
I don't honestly know what to say anymore. I think, Sylvia, I'm going to try to keep you alive. I love you like a sister, but I don't know what to say anymore.
Well, if we know this is of scaled tyrant, that is same god that those chromatic
Right.
were worshipping.
Yes.
Yeah, Siegfried, you would know her as Tiamat. But based on the description, it sounds pretty fucking similar to you.
It sounds very similar to what we refer to as Tiamat.
Well, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. I'm healing up right now as we speak. So,
Boy, these eggs are dry.
They are.
Is there gravy?
There is.
It's
I'm
food.
gonna go get some more gravy.
Yeah.
So, did it say that it's going to give you like special powers or anything?
I really didn't get that far in conversation.
So, like, it's fucking you up. It has part of your soul and all that. Like, what do you get out of it?
You know what? I didn't get that far because really what happened is I was like, oh, this is just a dream. And then it obviously wasn't a dream.
Then they proved it wasn't a dream.
Right. So that was end of conversation.
From when we handled it, would we know the protection it gave?
It was like resistance to the
Yeah.
5
Yeah. It was resistance to all 5 of the.
Yeah.
chromatic elements. Yeah.
That's what we gleaned from the idea.
All right.
Plus, it was like a plus. Was it a +2? I don't remember.
It's also a +2, so offers extra protection and resistance to cold, fire, acid, electric, and poison damage.
All right. So,
Oh.
I don't really think that's
And-
a fair trade, but it's.
it's really not. But when you talk to it next, you should try and like negotiate or talk to it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
I mean, like, if you chose to be in the situation, so like embrace the situation that you're in.
Yeah, maybe you guys can like become buddies.
Sure, Dave.
Okay. Why do we have to keep the Dave thing around?
You started it.
It was for one mission.
A mission that we're still on.
No, it's a different mission now.
Your name is Dave. Deal with it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Boy, these eggs are dry.
Okay. Well, I'm
The
rested up and ready.
the
whenever
woman
you
we've
guys
been dealing with, Brian, is that the Chaos Dragon we've been dealing with?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Trying to wrap my brain around everything. Okay. Oh, we're being raided.
Woohoo!
Welcome to the party.
Ooh.
I'm all rested and ready whenever you guys are.
I don't know.
After this mission is over, we really need to think about taking that armor off of you. We can't go into life-changing battle with you possibly not yourself.
I don't
Well-
think she's ever going to be able to take that thing. That off.
Yeah, I think that was.
Let's just forget about it. What's done is done. There's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm healed up. I'm ready to go. Let's just get this done.
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys are ready to head to the Castle of Woe?
I bring
Yes.
some eggs.
Do you stick them in a satchel in your pocket? Where do you put the eggs?
In the satchel, yeah.
Okay, so you just grab this like a paw
Not my
full.
satchel. I put them in Sylvia's satchel.
Roll sleight of hand.
No, you're not putting any eggs
Roll
in my
sleight of
salad.
hand. Sylvia, roll perception.
Damn it.
Dirty 20.
12.
Okay.
It's gonna smell.
So Mitz gets just a paw full of just like runny, sloppy, scrambled eggs and just shoves them into Sylvia's satchel.
And I'm unaware. Correct?
You're all unaware. The only reason I let you roll for it is because it's your satchel. But yeah.
Okay.
Can't get over how dry those eggs were, guys. It was terrible.
By the way, this is important. Did you gravy the eggs before you put them in the satchel?
No gravy.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Just egg.
good enough. So
I have to ask a question. What state are the eggs in? Scrambled, over easy, sunny side up.
it's kind of like a weird mixture of over easy and scrambled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
it's tavern food. It's not like a high class dining establishment.
It was
It's a hot
food.
mess.
It was food, and our bellies are full, which is usually a good thing.
Do you guys know any crazy stories? What about songs?
I put gravy on eggs all the time. I
Okay.
put gravy on everything.
Are we
Okay.
walking and talking, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys make your way to the northern gate of Craghammer and begin
Yep.
winding your way up the Cliff Keep Mountains towards the Castle of Woe. If you guys need to discuss battle plans or anything like that, this is probably a good time to do that.
All right, so in battle, what are we going to do?
Hit things.
Don't die.
That's a very fair question.
Duck,
We don't
dodge,
have
dip,
Lexicon.
dive, and dodge. And then hit things.
All right. Well,
And if you decide to die, please only one of you do it. I can fix now.
Well,
I
I guess we'll just have to wing it.
what?
That's an awful idea.
I don't have
Well-
wings.
We have no information to go off of, and
Yeah, no, but I think in general, what we're okay. Kalashaw, what is your strength is in and out, right?
Yeah, it is.
Ugh.
You know what? That's enough. I don't want to talk about battle
That's
plans anymore. This
not-
is so ridiculous.
So,
You guys, we're gonna fuck up the plans anyways.
okay,
Battle
but
plans are important to
The-
even just.
We're not
a
gonna
discussion.
stick to the
it's
plan
not
though.
just the battle plan. We're going into a place that's literally called the Castle of Woe.
Right?
We have to set up some standard operating procedures so that we don't get trapped in a room with things that are going to kill us again.
Okay. Raina
Sylvia?
checks for traps, and then
Okay.
me and Garen use magic when we get trapped in a room.
All I know is that it has something to do with the Spider Queen, so that's all I
Oh,
gleaned off of it.
Oh, right. I forgot all about that shit. Okay.
Oh yeah. So what do we know about a spider queen?
Well-
keep saying the word.
in
probably that she has 8 legs.
Norvas, Spider Queen is worshipped by Drow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same here.
Do you
Good.
think that there'll be any drow there?
It's possible.
What are drow?
They're elves.
So
Sort of.
we may expect traps.
Does that mean that the castle is going to be underground?
Not really. It's just drow cannot. They have disadvantages in sunlight.
Yeah,
So if they're inside and there's no sunlight, they're fine.
okay.
And I think they just use this place to worship her or something. I don't know the specifics. I just know that there's emblems. And that's all I know. If any of you magic-y people had sunlight, that might be useful. I don't know if that's something you guys can do, but
Oh, magic-y people.
magic-y people, not like me.
Why do you have to be so condescending about it?
I'm not being condescending. It's really useful to have sunlight in magic. I just don't understand it.
I have light.
I believe your words were magic is bullshit.
Magic is bullshit.
Okay, well, seems like you need bullshit.
It's true.
She does.
I think we all need a little bullshit.
How have we
Just saying.
come across the fork in the road yet?
Sure.
Yeah, how long has it taken us to get up this far?
So it's taken you the better part of the day so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, I would say, roughly like 3 p.m. to get to the fork.
And he said to go west.
Yes.
Whoa.
I will pull out the compass of my navigator's tool
Okay.
and figure out which way is west, and then we will go that way.
Easy enough. So you guys start heading west, and you notice that it gets noticeably colder out here. The higher you go, there are some like more challenging areas that you had to like kind of climb and whatnot, but nothing that you haven't really done before, and nothing outside your skill set. But eventually, you start to feel some snow falling. It doesn't stick to the ground or anything, but it's definitely there.
Does this seem like an elevation where we should be getting snow?
No.
Didn't think so. I do not know if this snow is natural.
What is this?
I could definitely say it's not.
Can I activate my Eldritch Sight and see if the snowflakes glow?
Yeah, sure. They don't.
Okay.
From when I spent time in Craghammer, did I ever see snow falling?
No.
Okay.
So you're saying that this is unnatural?
Which means we're probably getting close.
Hey, babe.
Are we heading towards?
Everybody just keep your guard up. Well,
I'm actively keeping an eye out for things out of the norm.
Go ahead and roll perception check.
Yeah, same.
Go ahead.
Ooh, 23.
With my Eldritch Sight.
Not that I have a bonus in perception or anything, so
Natural one.
I got a 9.
Okay. As you guys are traveling, Reyna, as you kind of peer through the trees, every so often you could swear you see movement. It doesn't seem to be advancing on you, but it does seem to be kind of keeping up.
So it's following us?
It seems to be.
I just quietly tell them, so to not be in earshot of whatever might be following us, just be like, we might be being followed. Just stay aware.
And I will stay aware.
Okay. And as you guys continue traveling up the trail, go ahead and everybody make me a perception check.
Wow.
Yeah.
There it is.
23.
17.
23,
17.
17.
24.
24.
7.
7.
22.
22. This time everybody but Reyna definitely makes out 2 humanoid shapes in the tree line. It's hard to make out like what colors they might be wearing or anything like that of that nature, but they are distinctly humanoid and they're definitely wearing clothing of some sort. But every time you try to get a good look, they almost seem to vanish.
Should we say something that, like, we noticed them?
Nope.
No, keep walking. Keep walking.
Okay.
Just keep your guard up.
Remember the code word.
What?
There were like 5 of them. Which one?
Asparagus.
Well, now that you said that one, what if they heard it?
They didn't. I whisper.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
With that, you guys keep traveling, keeping an eye out. Every so often, you still see the shadows. They don't seem to be engaging. They definitely just seem to be tracking you. And before long, you can see the castle looming in the distance. In a slight, not quite like a valley, but like a very like flat part of the mountain. Hard to say from this distance whether it was carved into the mountain or whether it's natural. But you see this towering structure. At this point, you can see the snow does seem to stick to the roof and the towers of this castle. It's very dark and foreboding. There are no torches or lights lit, but there's still enough light in the day for you to see the facade of this castle, and you can tell that it's overlooking a sheer cliff. And the closer you get, the more the path narrows to where it's a narrow path that's clinging to the wall of the mountain. You almost have to be like to your back to the mountain itself. And once you make your way to that part of the trail, you notice that the shapes seem to stop following.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's good. It's fine.
I'm just gonna say, whoa, as I look at the castle.
Okay, can we like get across this part real quick? Come on, guys. I don't want to be on the edge of a cliff much longer.
So you guys are going to kind of take that part of the trail around the bend? Okay.
Is there any other way around?
Not that there appears to be, no. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check to make sure that you're able to balance yourself and keep yourself from tilting over.
16.
16, okay. As you're kind of sliding across, you can feel the wind shooting up from the chasm, kind of buffeting at your clothes and your body, but you manage to stick to the wall and make it across. Who's going next?
I'll go.
Acrobatics, please.
All right. Oh yeah. 24 or 23.
23. Okay, as you make your way across, the wind doesn't seem to really hit you all that much. There seems to be like a lull in the sharp winds, but you can feel like the stone wall behind you is just icy cold. You can feel your fingertips growing numb as you cling to it, but you make your way across with no issue.
Brian, so what I'm doing is I'll go last, but I'm waiting in reaction. If anyone falls, I'm going to run after them.
Okay, sure. So then who's going next?
Damn, I was going to see if... Does anyone have a rope?
Yeah.
I think I do. Wait, why are there eggs in my satchel?
I'd already forgotten about that.
Ugh.
Yeah, you stick your hand in to find
eggs?
rope, and you feel it smush into something wet and cold. And as you pull your hand out, you just smell rotten egg.
Why didn't you put that in a container? Oh my gosh.
This is not mine.
Ugh.
I don't know. Maybe it's your armor's.
You're across the cliffway.
I just tossed the egg over the side.
So you toss like the majority of the egg, but it's in crevices in the bag. It's all over your gear.
Oh my god!
It's gonna take a
Whoever
thorough
did this
cleaning.
owes me a new satchel. Like this is disgusting.
It's just like, yeah, it smells really bad.
Okay,
Anyways,
I'm gonna
rope.
because of what you just did, Mitz. Roll deception, Sylvia. Roll insight.
15.
Natural one.
Which is perfect for what you just, like the whole hand over the face thing. Sylvia, you know damn well Mitz did it, but you also know Mitz is a kid, and a kid is going to do things like this from time to time.
I think maybe.
I'm just
What are
gonna-
you wanting to do with the rope, Siegfried?
have the person that's already on the other end hold on to it just in case somebody falls.
We have people on one side hold, people on other side hold it.
How long is the path?
The path itself is about 150 feet long.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps the rope is...
I think maybe
Not
you two
suitable.
should go together because Sylvia can levitate.
Wait,
And you
we
have
have,
heavy armor, so I'm worried about you.
don't we still have the rock climbing stuff?
We should,
You should.
which includes rope.
Yeah, so just tie a rope to the rock climbing stuff and work your way across.
Okay.
We should.
I guess I'll go.
Okay. Siegfried, since you're using the rock climbing gear, I will say you can choose either athletics or acrobatics and take advantage on your roll.
Okay, well, which I choose is irrelevant, but that advantage will help. 12.
Okay. Siegfried, you begin working your way across, and you're facing to the wall and kind of using the picks to kind of hold yourself in place.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get about halfway there, you feel your foot slip. And you start to fall to one knee, and you hook one of the picks back into the rock and manage to keep yourself steady and in place. And you kind of pull yourself back up. A little chunk of the pathway kind of tumbles below you, and this is kind of the first time you look down. You're like, "Oh, fuck!" It's about
Do not step
1,000.
there.
It's about 1,000-foot drop as you continue
Okay.
across.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
But you do make it across because the DC was lower because of the climbing gear. That's the only reason. So I had to give you
I'll
the
take
spare.
it.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
So who's next?
Go, Sylvia.
Why? I'm the only one here who can float.
It's okay, just go. I think he and I are fine.
Okay.
Okay, roll acrobatics. Shut the fuck up.
It's a natural one.
So,
You guys are fine. Don't worry about it.
so Sylvia says that, puts one foot out on the ledge, and immediately sideways tumbles off the edge. Doesn't even make it to the fucking ledge itself. What are you doing? You're falling.
I cast levitate.
Okay, you cast levitate and just midair, just like.
have an action.
Oh, fuck.
No, you're on the other side.
No, didn't Mitz have an action?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Mitz.
No, I already levitated.
Well, no, wait. We can see if Mitz wants to do something, because Mitz did call it. So I'll say, Mitz, you have an opportunity. You see Sylvia go tumbling off the side, and she's right there. I mean, she is right next to you.
One step.
I'm gonna look over the edge and assess the situation before I jump.
Okay, so by that point, Sylvia just starts floating in midair.
Whoa. This is the first time Mitz has seen
Oh.
Sylvia levitate, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep, I told you guys everything is fine, and I'm gonna just kind of like
Well-
use a pitten that I have to kind of move myself across.
So here's the unique thing about using levitation over this chasm. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh no. It's windy.
I mentioned that the wind is buffeting.
Oh oh shit! You guys shit.
Well, she did say she had a pitten, so maybe that will help.
I'm gonna
It
cast.
might. That's what the strength
Guidance
saving throw
on-
is for.
Okay, I'm casting guidance on myself. 13.
13. Okay, so you're using the pitten to pull yourself along, and all of a sudden you feel the pitten ripped from your grasp, and you kind of like just tumble up the wall a bit and roll. You don't fall, but you do take a little bit of bludgeoning damage just from kind of spinning into the wall.
Oh shit!
Didn't we need to go up anyways? Isn't this like a good thing?
No. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And your pitten is kind of stuck in the wall below you about 20 feet. So you could
Okay.
you could attempt to levitate down.
No,
you're-
fuck that. I'm gonna grab a new pitten out of my bag.
They come in tens.
You guys are fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. And I'm gonna keep going.
You keep going, and yeah, you make it across eventually. The wind seems just to be the strongest in the center of this because it almost like funnels it up.
Mm-hmm.
And you make your way across to solid ground.
Yeah, no big deal. I kind of dust myself off. It's okay. Well, that's done.
All right, that leaves Raina, then Mitz.
All right, I'll go.
Okay, acrobatics.
Chuckling
please.
to myself as I walk along. 27.
27. Yeah, it's not even an issue. You just like slide across the ledge like it ain't no thing, and make it to the other side with no issue. And you kind of look at Sylvia's like, that wasn't easy. That wasn't hard at all.
Yeah, see? Super easy.
Show off.
This is why I wanted you to go first.
I was fine. It was super easy.
Mitz, you are the last
26.
one, my friend. What was it?
26.
26. Yeah, with a very similar ease, and with your small frame, the wind doesn't really affect you. And you do manage to make your way across, and now that you're on the other side, you can really see the enormity of this Castle of Woe. It's impossible to tell how many rooms this place might have, but it almost looks endless with how large it is.
Whoa.
I'm assuming we don't want to go through the front door. We should probably talk about this now.
Why not?
Why would we want to go?
No
to
one's
the front door?
home.
The most obvious point of entry.
Well, we'll just check it for traps and magic, and we'll be fine.
Because that always goes really well for us.
No, I think
never may live here.
I think Raina has a point.
So
We're
we're gonna
not actually
again?
here for the fucking bounty shit.
No.
We're here
no.
for the bow. And for Abigail.
But I mean, that orb does sound really cool.
Does.
That
I say
orb
we
could
just
be
search
really
the whole
useful
place,
as a
room
kid.
by room by room by room.
Because that's not going to exhaust us in any way.
No. Not at all.
Nope.
I think
still-
they're being sarcastic.
Oh. So we're good.
We're not going through the front door.
Why not?
Where else are we gonna go in?
We can at least look around for some way that's not the front door. One, there's probably an under as well as an over. So if we start in the middle, we're going to be completely and utterly lost. At least if we start like higher or some other way around, we'll have a better way of getting in and out. Plus, again, front door is the most obvious entry.
Okay, let me just stop here real quick. Why is obvious entry bad?
Because they probably have contingencies in place for people coming up to the front door.
That's why we check it for
Unless we
traps.
wanna go-
Okay.
Who is they? This castle looks empty.
Okay, let's assume that they have guards or something to stop us from going in the front door. You don't think that they'd put stuff on the back doors too?
I'm
Like
just saying
big-
we should look
bigger
for another
stuff?
point of entry before taking the front door.
Well, if we go into the front door, then that's the polite thing to do. What do you think they'll do to us if they find out that we came in through a window?
What do you think if they find
Does
out
it matter
you can
considering every person who
steal
ever's been up here
item?
hasn't come back?
Then it
Who
doesn't
is
matter.
they? Maybe they didn't get across the stupid ledge thing that we had.
I'm not climbing anymore today, guys. I'm not gonna do it. Nope, no more climbing.
You didn't even have to climb. You floated.
All right.
It was climbing.
Put it to a vote.
I vote front door.
I vote front door.
Siegfried,
Yes.
what do you think?
Front door, back door.
My man.
Oh,
Ugh.
The way things have gone, we will find someone whichever entrance we go through. But castles do not typically guard back door. If there is one, may just be hole in wall.
Right.
We could make hole in wall.
Ooh.
I think at this point we might just be wasting time, and maybe we should just go through the front door.
Whatever you guys want to do.
All right, front door it is.
I'd like to activate my Eldritch Sight and check out the door.
Okay. As you guys approach the front of the Castle of Woe, the sun setting around you, the chill, cool air freezing any moisture on your bodies. With that,
We can just walk
Sylvia.
away right now.
With that, Sylvia has activated her Eldritch Sight as the Essence of Chaos approaches the doors of the Castle of Woe. You see a large wooden door behind a gate. The gate is partially ajar, as though somebody has forced their way in ahead of you. You can easily get under the gate, kind of slide on your bellies, and approach the door. Sylvia, you don't see anything magical about the door
What about the gate?
or the gate. There's nothing.
Okay.
Nothing seems to be glowing.
All right. Well, we're clear of magic.
All right.
Go ahead, everybody. Roll me a perception check with Siegfried and Kalashah at disadvantage because it is dark in this area.
Natural 20.
21.
Apparently
24.
I can't roll with
16.
my left hand because I rolled a 4.
16.
Most of you notice that the door is slightly ajar.
What do I notice?
That the door is slightly ajar.
With a natural 20?
The door is a really fine quality wood.
Damn it.
It's made of cherry wood.
You all see the symbol of the Spider Queen, though. You see this upside down spider with spindly legs, and it appears to be made of a fine metal. It's hard to make out what kind of metal. Although, Sylvia, you know it to be pewter
Okay.
because of your nat 20.
Thank you.
All
Well-
right, so if we find any magical armor, don't put it on.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to go
Let's
ahead
go
and slide
forward.
under the gate.
Slide under.
So you head into the gate, and it enters kind of like a portcullis, where you notice another interior door. And that door also appears to be ajar. However, as you guys enter this area, you feel something kind of wet and slimy drop all over your flesh. And as you look, you see finger-sized maggots that,
Ew.
with the opening of the door, seem to have kind of jarred loose. Raina, you feel a pinch.
Oh,
But-
fuck.
Can I nature check the
Damn
maggots?
it.
Can I
Um,
check what it was?
Yeah, so Mitz, go ahead and roll a nature check. Raina, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Oh,
15.
What was it?
17.
15, 17. Okay.
Oh.
Mitz, you can see that this is a swarm of rot grubs that dropped on you.
Definitely rot grubs.
You know through your time at the monastery that rot grubs tend to infest the flesh of the dead and eat away and eat their way towards the heart. The other thing you know is that they tend to be pretty fatal if not taken care of quickly, but you don't quite remember enough to know what you're supposed to do. Raina, you see a little bite mark, and you notice that your arm seems to be pulsating as something seems to be squirming its way inside of you.
No, get it out. What is this? No. No.
I want to help.
I'm so tired of being.
Everybody, get the grubs off you. Get the grubs off you.
Okay, so first thing that happens, you're gonna take 6 points of piercing damage, Raina.
Ow.
Siegfried, what is it you want to try to do?
Give me knife.
I have a knife on my person. I give it to you.
I'm gonna try and cut this thing out.
Okay,
Great.
Hold still, please.
go ahead. I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity check or sleight of hand check.
Ooh. 9.
9. You begin digging with the knife. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
No, give that to me. And once he's done, I'm going to try and take it from him and do it
well,
myself.
hang on.
1.
1. Okay, you're gonna take 1 point of piercing damage.
Oh,
You're
thank
also going to take 4 more points of piercing damage as it digs deeper into your arm. You can feel it crawling its way up your bicep through the muscle.
Sylvia's gonna run up and grab Reyna's arm where it is and cast Frostbite.
Frostbite?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be killed by my own team.
We're just fucking Reyna up right now.
Okay, tell me what Frostbite does.
Frostbite is a cantrip. It's a Constitution save of 15. So she has to make a Constitution save or choose. You could choose to take the damage, but I'm trying to aim it at the spot the rotworm's at.
Okay, Reyna, are you going to try to save from this, or would you prefer to let it fail and
If
see
I
what happens?
try to save from it, does well, I'm probably gonna fail it anyway because I have a -2. So
Yeah, con save 15.
fuck it, I'll just take the damage. Fuck it.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage for it.
Okay, it is. Whoops, hold on. Stupid thing is not letting me look. Okay, 2d6. 8.
8. Okay, so you take 8 points of damage, and then you feel slight movement.
Built.
I was already cutting into my arm.
We'll get to that, but you still take 1 more point of piercing damage as you feel it continue to move, and you jam the knife into your flesh. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
So roll a d4.
Yeah. 1.
1. Okay, so you take 2 points, 2 more points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
As you're slicing into your bicep, it's getting kind of difficult, but you manage to catch sight of the rotten grub. I'll give you 1 additional action to try to snatch it if you would like to.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another
I'll-
sleight of hand check. This is just with you're basically digging your fingers in.
I'll try and hold the dagger in place.
I cast guidance.
Where she had it.
Okay, so 2 things. 1, she rolled before you cast guidance. 2, I will give you advantage because Siegfried was saying he was going to help you and hold the dagger as you're doing it.
The first roll's a 29. I'll take the 29.
Okay. You expertly dig your fingers into your bicep. Go ahead and roll me 1 more d4.
Yeah. 4.
4. Okay, you'll take 4 more points of piercing damage as you dig through your bicep and pull the rot grub out and just squish it in your fingers. And you see just like chunks of your own flesh and blood just spew out of both ends as you crush it.
I'm backing the fuck up out of wherever we were. I'm like, nope.
I'm gonna go ahead and cure wounds.
I'm at half health.
At a.
So I'm going to say right now, rot grubs have a +0 to hit, so it was iffy that any of you would have gotten hit with that. But one of you did.
Had to be me, didn't it?
Yeah.
I rolled dice to determine it.
I'll cast it at a 2nd level, I guess. And you will not get a whole lot. Shit. 9 healing.
Okay, it does seem like whatever rot grubs were shaken loose have been shaken loose, and they're just kind of swarming on the ground right now.
Somebody step on them.
Oh, I have a new nightmare now. That's right. Ugh.
So
Quick, somebody step on them. Kill them.
by the way, Siegfried, these things are fascinating to you.
Yeah, I was gonna. Reyna, do you still have a vial I gave you? Or actually, it wasn't me, was it? It was Othello gave her a vial of acid.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think Siegfried knows about that.
No.
Probably not.
Does anyone have something I may be able to?
I have
capture?
vials from my alchemist kit.
Can would one? Is there one small enough to fit in a vial?
I would say yes. You find one that's like a pinky finger size.
Can I have vial, please?
Yeah, sure.
I would like to study this thing. Perhaps utilize to our advantage.
I'm gonna take the one potion of healing that I have.
Okay. Was that one of the
no.
ones you got from shit, what was his name? Oh, from Philip at Philip's
No.
Phylacteries?
I wasn't there for that.
No, I know, but I didn't know if you guys had handed them out.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I've had this one for a while.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so I'm marking down.
I got another 9.
I got a vial with a small rotworm in it. Or do I have to roll something to
No,
pick it up?
you're able to get it.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the rest of them.
Okay. Sylvia just starts indiscriminately Eldritch blasting the entryway. You just hear loud booms and bangs as the Eldritch blast explodes across the ground. But all the rock
Mrs.
grubs are
cheered
killed.
her on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
Anybody that's in the castle knows that we're here.
And this is why I don't like front doors.
Did Mitz relay the dead bodies thing?
I don't know, Mitz, did you?
Probably not.
Cool. Okay.
Well, now they're all dead. So I told you guys step on them, but nobody was doing anything, so I had to kill them.
They were already on ground. What?
They were harmless.
I
Yeah.
think Raina would disagree.
On ground?
Well, now they won't be bothering anybody else again. Shall we continue?
I'm gonna head forward, but I'm gonna investigate looking for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
No, now we will only have something else.
Nat 20.
Bother us.
Nat 20. Okay. It is not trapped. And as you kind of peer into the courtyard area, which is what's through this first door,
Okay.
it's very dark in here. There is no light source whatsoever. Every so often, like, you can see, like, through large holes in the upper part of the castle walls. There's a window, but because the sun is setting, the amount of light filtering through is not enough to really make the base part light up enough to see anything. With your dark vision, however, you do see that there are a staircase to the left and to the right that seem to lead up to an overhang area. That seem to lead to, like, where and the overhang seems to head to where, like, the towers would be on either side. There is a center stairway as well that leads to more of like a second floor landing. You just can't see what's up there.
Okay.
That's all you can see from this spot.
Okay. I guess I'll cast light on my shield and head inside.
Okay, well, if she's gonna do that, then I guess I'll cast light on my shield.
Okay. So you guys give yourselves a fairly good amount of light. Kalashah, things light up for you as well now, too. And you can all see into this courtyard like area. What do you guys want to do? You want to investigate the courtyard?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and whoever wants to investigate, roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Natural 20.
25.
26.
26. All right. Between the three of you, you managed to scour pretty well. You notice that there are tapestries on the walls depicting half spider, half elves with dark skin. You do see others that are just like giant spiders. Some that depict people tied to a stake with spiders swarming over their bodies. There are cobwebs all over the interior. Even though the outside seems pretty kept up, the interior is very dismal and does not seem to be kept up as well at all. There's various bits of furniture, tables and chairs with half-melted candles. And the floor, the stone floor, has the depiction of a very large half spider, half woman.
Yes, well,
Does it look like anybody's been here recently?
Go ahead and roll survival.
Damn it. Ha! Nat 20. Magic box.
Recently it's difficult, but you do make out tracks in the very thin layer of dust
Okay.
that seem to be headed towards the back of the main staircase in the center and disappear into a wall.
Oh.
What do you see?
There seems to be a false wall. Or secret door. I'm gonna approach the secret door.
Okay.
Or what I think is a secret door.
Yeah, you approach the wall in the area, and I'm assuming you want to investigate it?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll
I
investigation.
cast guidance.
Okay.
Oh, shit. And I get a +7? Okay. What's that, 29?
You can tell that whatever mechanism is used to open this is not anywhere in this area. You're not sure where it might be, but it's definitely not in this area. That much you are 100% sure of.
Yeah. I'm not touching any more mechanisms anyway. Okay. All right.
Garen, can you point to me where you may have seen tracks?
Yes. I'll show 'em.
Okay.
And I actually want to, because they had, my line of thought is those tracks had to come from where the mechanism opened, because it had to have been they pull the mechanism and then walk through.
It's a good thought.
It's a good theory.
So
Can I just
I'm gonna try and track the slight tracks back to maybe a place on a wall or where they might have been facing in a different direction.
Okay. Go ahead and roll survival.
I cast guidance.
Can I discern anything about the tracks themselves?
What's guidance give me?
Yeah,
D4.
we'll
Or
go there in a
D4.
second.
D4. Cool. Good. I needed it. Kinda. 16.
Okay. It's really strange, but the tracks don't seem to branch off. They seem to go straight from the doorway to this false wall. They don't waver. Raina, go ahead and I'll say roll investigation on the tracks to determine stuff about the tracks themselves.
Okay.
I'm gonna be watching the door.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. And then Mitz roll perception.
11.
Raina, you notice that the tracks seem to be male, heavy set, based on like the spreading of like the actual footprint itself. And you notice that even though it's one set of tracks, there seem to be slight drag marks as well. And as you're on your knee, kind of staring at the tracks, you guys hear the door slam shut behind you, and a heavy piece of wood seems to slide into place. You hear like wood sliding on wood.
Oh, good.
I think we've just been trapped.
The door closed.
And I do think door was locked. Barricaded.
And as you say that, you then hear king, 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 king. And you can tell it's probably the gate outside the door as well.
Whoa! Crap.
We perhaps search other room?
Yeah, shall we continue investigating this place then?
We don't have any other choice.
No.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
I want to go up the staircases to the right.
Okay. Are you guys all following, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you begin traveling up the staircase on the right, and I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
We forgot to check for traps. That's a natural 1.
Okay. As you're moving up the stairs, your right foot hits one of the stairs and it kind of tumbles inward. Your foot goes into a hole and the slat behind it slams into the back of your calf.
Oh!
And there are a bunch of thorns and spikes that just lodge themselves in the back of your leg.
Ooh.
Oh!
And
Ow!
you are actually trapped there. You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you are stuck.
Ow!
Awesome.
I'm gonna
Can
move
I-
up very carefully, and I'm gonna try and disarm whatever it is, if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check to see if you
Yep.
can figure out how this mechanism works.
Can I help
23.
her? Oh darn.
Okay. So with 23, you look inside and you can see that if Sylvia was to try to pull her leg out, not only would the spikes in the back of her calf hold her in place, but there's actually spikes around the foot that would shred the foot. So you know, okay, pulling out is not a good idea. Before that is not life advice from Soulbear RPG. However, as you kind of go down the staircase and look to the side, you can see in between the wood slats that there is a release mechanism, and you can attempt to disarm it.
Yeah, I would like to do that, please.
Okay, go ahead and roll with your thieves' tools.
I found a trap, you guys.
I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you.
You did, girl.
28.
Okay, so you can see that there's going to be kind of a timing to this. So you will be able to successfully disarm it. However, I'm going to need Sylvia to make another dexterity saving throw.
Yay.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1.
Okay. That would be a 16.
16. Okay, so that's a success. So you release the trap. The spikes begin to pull out, and Sylvia managed to slip her foot out before it slams shut again, and the step looks completely indiscernible from the other steps.
So I'm going to mark that step with an
what?
X. With where do
The
I got?
blood from your foot.
Yeah. Yeah, just fucking blood. I'm gonna just blood.
You're just going to wipe blood on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Or just drip blood onto it. Don't touch it.
It's important that we remember what the plan was, which is that Reyna is looking for traps, which means that Reyna decides what direction we go and goes first all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll work with Reyna and help investigate.
Okay.
Be helpful.
So Sylvia kind of puts her back to the wall from the stairs, and Reyna and Garen step ahead, carefully stepping over that step before checking for traps, I'm assuming?
Yes.
On the rest of the way up? Okay. One of you go ahead and roll with advantage.
I will.
Okay.
$25.
25. Okay. The rest of the stairway does not appear to be trapped, and as you make your way to the door above on the landing, that does not appear to be trapped either.
You got your magic eyes, Sylvia?
Yes, I do. And I activate my Eldritch Sight.
Okay. There does appear to be a magical rune on this door.
Ooh, what kind of rune?
It looks very similar to the one that exploded in your face.
Awesome.
I know this rune, you guys. This one is the one that blows up.
Right. Okay.
So we need to deactivate it.
Dispel
Or
magic.
we could ignore it. Or,
Okay.
Yeah.
And as Garen kind of waves his hands in the air, you see with your Eldritch Sight the rune slowly start to dissipate before it's completely gone.
All right, it's disarmed.
Excellent.
Is the door locked?
It is not.
I don't think they needed to lock it because it was just gonna.
Well, You know,
Is this the way we want to go?
some people double lock things.
Do
This
it.
is true.
Yeah.
Going to very, very carefully open the door and try and peek inside and see what I can see.
Okay. You peek to the left and you peek to the right, and you see on the walls there are sconces with torches that are unlit. Down the right side of the hallway, like heading back towards the entrance of the castle, just above it, you notice that there seems to be there's like a red rug of some material, more tapestries on the walls, depicting similar scenes to the ones downstairs, very arachnid oriented. To the left, heading towards like where the back of the castle would be, there seems to be thick webbing.
I don't like webbing, you guys.
Okay.
Place to-
Can I, if I look at the floor, can I see if anyone has traveled more than the other?
Go ahead and roll survival.
I cast guidance.
Thanks. 22.
22. Yeah, it seems like there's more displacement of the dirt and dust on the floor to the left.
There is. Okay.
Do we want to go the road less traveled or more?
More traveled.
All right.
Okay, so
Excellent.
you kind of head in, checking for traps still, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll your investigations.
I'll roll this time.
Okay.
Why not? I got the box. Where?
You do have the box.
Yeah. That is I rolled an 18 and a 20
All right.
on the die. So
Yeah, natural
yeah.
20.
So
Uh,
25, 27. You know. Yeah, you know.
The
whatever.
area does not appear to be trapped.
It's really not a trap, guys. Awesome. Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So he and I are still up front, just keeping an eye out.
Right, so you make your way to the webs, and as you get closer, you realize these are really thick webbing. The part that you could see from the doorway was kind of a smattering of webs, and as you travel through and you can feel the webs kind of sticking to your skin and your armor, you get to a point where like the web is so thick as to be nearly impassable.
I'm taking out the flame tongue dagger. I'm going to try and use it to help us get through this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. This one's gonna be more of an athletics because it's kind of strength based. This webbing is very thick and tough. It's
Yeah.
very like unnaturally thick and tough.
Yeah, I'm weak. It's okay. Athletics.
I will say roll with advantage because of the flame aspect will help.
Okay. This is the only thing I have a 0 in. Excellent. That is 16.
16. Okay. Yeah, you begin cutting through the web, and you're able to kind of get about halfway down the passage before. Actually, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I was keeping an eye out for spiders because I know what webs mean.
And who's in the rear of this?
I guess it'd be me because I was with her. So
She was in front, so you guys would be in
Other
front.
side.
oh, other side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The rear.
Oh, the backpack.
Yeah.
Who is the caboose?
Who's the caboose?
Probably me.
Okay, so Mitz, I'll go ahead and also roll a perception check.
Dirty 20 for mine.
Okay,
17. No, dirty 20.
dirty 20. You both hear a skittering from opposite ends of the passageway.
Skittering.
I sheathe the dagger and take my bow out because I know what this means. Spiders. Spiders.
It means everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Go with this one.
No. Buh.
Let me roll my initiative. Okay. Give me 20 and up.
21.
22.
27.
Jesus.
Yeah, I rolled a 19. Yeah, the
15 through
the,
20.
19.
the blue set that Mage sent me a few months ago. Still, luckiest dice in the box.
10 through 15.
14.
Mitz, what'd you get?
Natural one.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to knock that off real quick.
Dude,
So,
it's been all night.
so there's a skittering sound, and you see giant spiders pouring in on either side of
shit.
the hallway. It appears that cutting through the webbing has offended them.
Oh.
And they can move through webbing really easily, whereas you guys need to cut your way through. So on one side, you're kind of pinned against a wall, so to speak, and the other way is still open, except for all the giant spiders. So currently you see about 6 total, 3 on either side.
Okay.
Garen, you are up first. You're kind of sandwiched in the middle of this party. Oh, no, you're up at the front. Never mind, sorry.
Yeah. How many? Sorry. So there are spiders coming from one end and then the other, right?
Correct.
Okay. The ones that are on our side, how many are there? 3?
3. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to cast Scorching Ray
Scorching Ray. Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
because fire.
Fire good.
And I'll shoot 1 at each of the spiders. And okay, the lowest I got is an 18.
Yeah, they all hit.
Okay. Let's try some of the level ones. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. First, 6 points of damage to one.
Okay.
7 to another, and 4 to the third one.
Okay. So as you blast your Scorching Ray, they pass right through the webbing, kind of like melt small holes through them, and strike the 3 spiders. And you can smell the burning hairs coming off of them, and you hear them screech as they continue to skitter in your direction. Was there anything else you could do?
Wait. There's. No, not really.
All right, Reyna.
I'm just gonna take a shot at the one closest to us on our side.
Okay, I'm gonna say because it's through webbing, it's at disadvantage. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
This is really all I can do right now. So.
Yeah. Fair.
Disadvantage. Well, it's a 16 and a 14, so 14. 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
damage.
No sneak attack, so just a D8.
Yeah, just do this.
So 10 points.
10
of piercing
points.
damage.
All right. Yeah, you see the arrow kind of lose some of its momentum through the webbing, but still manage to stick into the thorax, or sorry, the abdomen, whatever that big bulbous area is of a spider. And you see like oozing green blood pouring from the wound. Anything else you can do?
I'm gonna try and back up a little bit to get some distance if I can. I know it's a tight hallway, is what you said.
Yeah, I'll give you 5 feet, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yep.
Bringing it to Sylvia. Sylvia, you're kind of more in the center of this kind of narrow passageway.
Okay. I guess I will Eldritch Blast the spider closest to me.
Okay, that's going to be on Reyna and Garen's side. I'm going to need
Okay.
you to roll at disadvantage because you're trying not to hit your party mates.
Okay. Oops. So the first one is 18.
18 does hit.
And the second one is a 9.
9 misses, unfortunately.
Ugh. Okay. So 10 points of force damage.
Okay. As you see the Eldritch Blast pass right by your face, Reyna, just as you step backwards, the spider that you had lodged an arrow into just explodes with green gore everywhere. And then you hear kind of a sizzle where the blood hits.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
As the other two keep rushing. The other one, you're so preoccupied with not hitting Reyna that it goes wide and slams into the wall as one of the spiders kind of maneuvers towards the ceiling. And was there anything else you could do?
I don't think so.
Okay. Kalasha, you're more towards the rear on this one, so...
I would like to ready in action to throw Whisper at any spider that I see enter the room, which is larger than the ones that the party is currently in combat with.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so held action. Which will bring it to the spider's turn. Okay, so the 3 on the side of Reyna, Sylvia, and Garen are going to maneuver their way. The one that's on the ceiling is going to just pass right through the webs because webbing doesn't affect giant spiders. And it is going to go ahead and try to web Garen.
Okay.
But a 13 does not hit.
Oh, no.
So as the webbing squirts forth at you, you manage to kind of press yourself against the wall and it smacks the ground. And when the webbing hits, you actually hear a bit of a sizzle as well.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
The other 2 are going to kind of hold back a little bit, and they're also going to try to shoot web, one at Sylvia and one at Reyna.
Ugh.
So the first one, Sylvia. 16 misses. And Reyna, 16 misses.
Whew.
Again, just the webbing just flying everywhere, and you just hear the sizzle as it hits the stone. The other 3 spiders are going to advance on Mitz, Siegfried, and Kalasha, and they're each going to get within 20 feet and fire some webbing. So first one on Kalasha. 17. I forget what your AC was.
Misses.
Yes.
Just misses. On Siegfried. That's a 15.
Yes.
As the webbing is like heading right for your face, you instinctually pull your shield up, and as the webbing hits your shield, you can hear the sizzle against the metal. And as you look, you can see the corrosive nature of the webbing start to eat through the metal a little bit. And Mitz. That one is a 19 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. So that is going to be... Okay, you'll take 6 points of acid damage, and you are restrained by the webbing.
Okay.
As the webbing hits you, you feel it constrict your body, and you kind of tumble to the ground, and you can feel the webbing itself eating through your skin.
Oof.
That brings it to Siegfried.
Well, I wish that last part didn't happen. Screw it. First, I will bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And you create within range. Okay, so the spiders are within 20 feet.
They are.
And then so does it use the bonus action to attack them?
Yeah, you as you create it, you also get an attack with it.
because I would like my action to be to try and get Mitz unstuck,
You can do that.
and then the bonus action to be to attack one of the spiders. It really doesn't matter which one. I guess the nearest one.
Okay.
If they're not in a line.
They're not quite in a line. There is one closer than the others, but they're 20-ish feet away from you. One on the ceiling and one on either wall. None of them on the ground proper.
I guess I'll attack the one that is on the same wall that Mitz is against.
Okay.
So that'll be a 20 not natural to hit.
That hits.
I thought so. For a grand total of 12 points of force damage.
Nice, not bad at all.
And then I want to try and free Mitz.
Okay.
Don't exactly have a blade, but I have a mace.
As your spiritual mace just clubs the spider across the head, you see the greenish blood spray onto the wall and dribble to the floor, and just hear it sizzling on its way down. How are you going to try to get Mitz out?
I have a sickle.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit with the sickle.
Let me see. That is a not a lot of plus to hit. A 12.
12 is enough. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll damage, though.
Also, not a lot. It is 4 points of damage.
4 points. You begin cutting through the webbing. The webbing is still just barely stuck there, but you made good progress through it.
Cool. That would be my turn.
Okay, Mitz, at the start of your turn, you take 5 more points of acid damage. This D6, by the way, this D6, this new purple one, metal, is like only rolling 5s and 6s. This is why it's consistent 5s and 6s. So 5 more points of acid damage. As you can feel the webbing constrict you, did you want to try to break free of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
Does it get any addition since I've gotten through some of it?
I will lower the DC.
All right, that's good enough.
So, strength check or athletics?
It's strength.
Okay, so that is a 17.
17. So with a 17, as Siegfried is cutting through with the sickle, you find the strength to just burst the rest of it the way through, and the webbing falls to the ground, sizzling on the ground. You can see scorch marks in your fur where the acid was eating through.
Do I have anything else?
If you have a bonus action. And you are prone, so you'll need to spend half your movement to stand if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to spend half my movement to stand and spend a key point to use a radiant sunbolt on one of the spiders.
Okay, which one?
The one on the ceiling.
Okay.
That is... that's a lot to hit. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
And then it's going to take... where did all my sixes go? 11 points of radiant damage.
All right, not bad. As this radiant bolt of sunlight smacks into this spider, you can smell the sizzling of its hairs around its torso and abdomen area. It hurt it pretty good.
Yeah, the big bottom part is the abdomen, and the head-ish part is the cephalothorax.
I knew there was a thorax something somewhere.
You were absolutely right.
Was there anything else you could do, Mitz?
No, that's it.
Okay. That is going to be Garen.
Oh,
Top of the round.
I am going to. Boy. Okay. This is weirding me out. All right. I am severely arachnophobic, so.
Sorry, Maddie.
I know. It's all good, buddy. Okay. I am going to Scorching Ray again.
Okay.
Just with a higher spell slot. I'm going to fire 2 at the one that came up. And then 1, 2. No, actually, I'm just going to fire all 4 at that one that came up.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not? Oh, there we go. Okay. The lowest I rolled was a 15.
They all hit.
Okay. That's a lot of metal D6s, dude. Oh my god, that was 3 ones, man. Ugh. All right. 24.
24 is enough. As your 4 scorching rays just burn right through the webbing, striking the spider, you almost hear it cook from the inside as it explodes all over the place. Acid just flying everywhere, all over the chamber or the hallway.
Yeah.
That one's toast. Was there anything else you could do?
Nice.
Nope.
All right.
I'm good.
Does the
Random.
acid melt the webs?
It does, in fact, but that one, it wasn't close enough to like bite or anything. So, Reyna,
How many spiders are left so far?
on your side 1, 3 on the other side.
I'm just going to hold my action. I'm going to hold an arrow for one that comes into melee with one of my companions.
Okay. So held action brings it to Sylvia.
If I aim at the last one that's by Reyna and Garen, it'll be at disadvantage, huh?
Yeah, it will be.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn around and hit the closest one that's behind.
Would also be at disadvantage just because you're kind of in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah. You could use part of your movement to try to get ahead. It's basically going to be moving through difficult terrain, so it just halves your movement.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna go for the last one on Reyna's side then.
Okay, yeah, so you kind of push your way past Reyna,
Mm-hmm.
and then go ahead, because you're firing Eldritch Blast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll cut through webbing.
Okay. So the first one is a 22,
Yeah, that hits.
and the second one is a 19.
They both hit.
Okay. $20 points of damage.
All right.
Force.
That spider's looking super rough. You blow like one of its legs off, and you can see the Eldritch energy has scorched its underside. Blood is just spewing out of it, but it's still barely holding on.
Okay, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Light on... Oh, they updated it. Hold on. On Mitts.
Okay.
So he's going to get 3 points of healing.
All right.
Woohoo!
Kalasha, you're up.
All right. I am going to throw Whisper. Hold on. Let me ask one question first. What is the ceiling of this room made of?
Stone.
Stone. Okay.
Yeah, it's a stone castle, so like walls, ceilings, floors, all appear to be made of stone.
Gotcha. All right. Then I am going to throw Whisper towards the closest one to me.
Okay.
And teleport to it and attack it.
Okay, that'd be the one that Siegfried had originally attacked.
Word. 29.
Yeah, that hits a little bit. That's over twice its armor class.
16 damage.
16 does it. As Whisper embeds itself right in like 3 of the eyes on one side of its head, you bamf and appear right next to it, and you can feel its body just like slide out from under the knife and drop to the ground.
Awesome.
Was there anything else you could do?
And then as a bonus action, I will move towards the next one, the next closest one.
Okay, the next closest one will be on the opposite wall because the other one's on the ceiling.
Okay.
Okay. That brings it to the spider's turn. The one that Sylvia just wrecked is going to fire a web blast at her. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits, right? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Okay. So you will take 3 points of acid damage, and you are restrained and prone.
Is that already halved?
No. So go ahead and have that.
Okay. 2 then? Right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The one above Kalashaw is going to attempt to web him.
Okay.
Come on. That is an 18 to hit.
That is my armor class.
So it does hit.
Yep. I will use a reaction to have the damage.
Okay. Is that... are you using Uncanny Dodge?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be 6 points of acid damage, and you are restrained. So go ahead and have that.
So 3.
Yeah. And the spider you just ran up on is going to make a bite attack on you.
Can I shoot an arrow at it?
You can. It's going to be a disadvantage because you're shooting through all your friends.
Yeah. I rolled a 16 and a 14 again.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
Do I get sneak attack this time? I do.
Do you? Because he's prone and restrained. So he's not threatening.
Shit.
Fuck it up.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I think it's just the D8.
He's not incapacitated.
He is incapacitated. Or no, sorry, no, he's restrained. You're right.
Oh, but I had disadvantage on the roll, so I don't get it.
So
But that's 11.
That's still a solid hit. Yeah, you just see the arrow just sink right into like the thorax area, like kind of in between where any of like the harder parts of the spider would be, just right into a soft spot. And now it's going to go ahead and make a bite attack at advantage on Kalashaw because he was prone. That's a natural 20 on the first roll.
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah.
So, good. Okay, go ahead and mark that you used that. So it'll be regular damage. That's good that you fucking used that because that would have hurt.
Yep, I got it. Sentinel at Death's Door. It's a good one.
Okay, so you'll take 7 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
It's okay if you fail. I can fix that.
I can fix that.
15.
15 is a success, so you only take half damage.
There you go.
And 9 points of poison damage halves 5 points of poison damage.
And he does not become poisoned, right?
That's not how this poison works. He wouldn't have been poisoned either way unless he dropped to 0 hit points. So, yeah.
Got it.
And that is going to be the spider's turn. That brings it to Siegfried.
Cool. I'm going to, because the one that the spider that my spiritual weapon was on is now dead, correct?
It is.
So that's the one Mitz was going after. So I will go ahead and move my spiritual weapon to the one currently over Kalashaw.
Okay. Yeah, you have plenty of movement for that.
Yeah, and fucking... And you know what? I will join my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So I will use my movement. So this will... So I'll go with the spiritual weapon first. It is. Where'd it go? Where did you go? A 13 to
13
hit.
just misses.
Okay. Well, now I swing with my mace, which is less.
Okay, so
I'm super useful here.
you try to like pancake this thing between your mace and the spiritual weapon mace, and they almost like high five above the spider.
Yep. Cool.
Was there anything else you could do?
No, that was my movement action and bonus action.
All right, Mitz.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot 2 radiant bolts at one on the roof and then one on Kalasha.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to make an unarmored strike on the one on Kalasha if it's not dead.
Okay.
It's not.
Oh, if it's not dead after I hit it with the bolt.
Oh, okay.
So, first one's for the one on the ceiling is a natural 20. And the second one is... That's 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Sorry, it's hard to math. So that is 4 plus 9 points of radiant damage for the ceiling boy, and
Was that doubled?
yeah, that's doubled. And then 7 for the one on Kalasha.
Okay. So 9. That's that. And yeah, they're both still alive, but they're both definitely hurting. You can see like the legs curling up a little bit, and they're like drawing themselves closer to the wall and ceiling.
Okay, so I'm still gonna run at the one on Kalasha and make an unarmored strike on it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So that is 23,
Yep, that hits.
and that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. As you punch the spider right in the face, its face explodes and acid shoots all over your
no.
hand. It's because you made a melee attack on it, basically.
Yeah.
So you suffer 1 point of acid damage as the acid covers your fist. But that one is dead.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much all you can do, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Garen. Still one left on your side.
Okay. I will I'll cast Firebolt.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's a nat 20.
All right. Well, it only has 2 HP, so if you hit
It's-
it one, so
It's
yeah.
super dead, so
Yeah, so the firebolt just like strikes it right as it's like screeching at you. The firebolt just enters its open mouth, and you see like the flesh start to sizzle and cook. That one's down.
yeah, that would have been a lot. I rolled a 14 for the damage, so 20.
All right. Was there anything else you could do?
No.
All right, Reyna.
There's only one left, right?
Yeah, it's on their side, but you still have Sylvia who's webbed up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... If I can, I'm gonna make my way over to her. I don't know how far she is from me.
She was like right in front of you, so.
Oh, well, then I'm just gonna take the flame tongue and try to cut her out.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
It's a 17.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
2d4. $13.
13. Yeah, you slice right through it like butter. And Sylvia is free without taking further acid damage.
Yay!
And now I'm just keeping an eye out for any other spiders coming. That's all I can do.
And Sylvia, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna jump up and Eldritch Blast the last spider.
Okay, it's going to be at disadvantage because there's a lot of people in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. So the first one is a 13.
Just misses.
And the second one is a 22.
That one hits.
Okay, so max damage, 14 points.
14. How do you want to finish it?
Just right in the face. Just
Okay. So the Eldritch Blast hits the spider in the face, and it just caves in and explodes like a stuffed pancake. It's pretty gruesome. That said, the next round is the beginning of Kalashaw's turn. So you will take 6 points of acid damage. Are you going to try to break free of the webbing using your turn, or?
Yes, I will be attempting that.
Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
4.
4? Yeah, you're still stuck. Siegfried, you want to try to get him out?
Sure.
I'm doing this in initiative order still, just because there's a damage component.
Yeah. What do I need to roll?
If you're trying to get him out, you need to attack it to destroy it. So I'm assuming using your sickle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
So I was wondering how I was going to describe someone missing a spider web. But I think the better way to say it is you begin trying to cut at it with your sickle, and because the sickle hasn't been used in so long and some of the acid ate through it before, it's kind of dulled it, and it's very tough to cut. It's not making any purchase. Bringing it to Mitz, who's also there.
Did Raina get my knife back?
She did not say she did.
What?
The knife he lent you when you were cutting the grub out of you?
Oh, I had my own.
Oh, well, I
have my own.
gave Siegfried my knife to...
Oh, yeah.
That was the knife that was stuck in your arm, was my knife.
Oh, yeah. I would have given it back because I have my own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we'll say you did.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
I'm like covered in daggers. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and use it to cut him out.
Okay.
That's a lot. Sleight of hand, you say?
No, you're just making a dagger attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
That is 7.
All right, and you successfully managed to free Kalashaw. Kalashaw, Sylvia, and Raina, your armor has taken kind of a beating from this acid. It's probably going to be something that's going to need repairs at some point, but right now you're okay. But you're cognizant of the acid having eaten through bits and pieces.
even the scaled tyrant armor.
A little bit. I mean, it's damaged. I'm not saying it's ineffective or anything like that. You notice that there's been acid eating away at it.
I haven't been anywhere near spiders.
Sorry, not you, Raina. Mitz is what I meant.
My fur.
Oh no. Well,
That's
guess-
How are people looking?
I'm pretty okay.
Not great. But I could be worse.
Shot took a beating.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Was Kalashot the... No, because you got hurt too, Mitz, right?
Yeah, just a little though.
Screw it. We wait here 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Fine with that.
Can I, while I'm waiting, can I try to use my Eldritch Blast to clear out the spider webs?
Yeah, I'll say you have sufficient time to clear out the rest of the spider webs.
Okay, cool.
Everyone gets 19 points.
Yay!
Goodness gracious.
That was a prayer of healing at 3rd level.
Awesome.
Maximum wee.
All right, so as Siegfried is casting his prayer of healing, Sylvia clears out the rest of the spider webs with her Eldritch Blast, leaving the rest of the pathway open. And you can see beyond the spider webs, it curves to the left, and you can tell it's like more towards like the back of the castle. What's weird is you don't notice any doorways in this particular hallway at all so far.
I don't suppose spiders use doorways.
No.
Do you guys want to check for traps before we continue on?
I thought that was a given.
Go ahead and roll.
We should,
Yes.
traps should be searched for all throughout the hallway.
It's literally the first step of our plan.
Everywhere we go.
Ren and I take up front then.
Always
Yep.
know.
All right. You want to roll this time? Or you want me to do?
We'll go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 19.
Oh, buddy. Just so you know, this next part is not personal.
Oh no! Oh no!
You're just the one that's in the lead. As you guys are continuing down the hallway, you step on one of the rugs, one of the red rugs that's been covering the floor, and you tumble right through it. And the DC was a 20 on this trap.
Yikes.
As you tumble into this pit, the rug itself seems to wrap around you, and you can't see anything. However, when you land with a thud, taking 1 point of bludgeoning damage, you hear all around you tiny skittering, and you feel all over your body just a massive swarm of spiders as they bite and tear into your flesh. The pit is a 15-foot pit, and you can tell it goes all the way to the base of the castle floor. Anybody that's above can see that. But Garen, you're completely discombobulated. You pretty much know what's going on, but you can't see because you're kind of fighting through this carpet. You will take an additional 2 points of piercing damage as you are being attacked by a swarm of spiders.
I'm
Get
grabbing rope out of my bag and tying it off.
Tying it off to what?
Well, I'm like tying it so like a loop so someone can go down, grab him up, and then come back up.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a key point and cast Slow Fall, and also spend another key point to cast Searing Hands. And I'm just going to go and start punching a bunch of spiders and try and save Garen.
Okay. So yeah, you jump down. You don't take any damage from the fall. However, Garen... Oh, shit. You take an additional 3 points of piercing damage as they're getting things together. And you can feel them trying to burrow into your skin. And
so
then
they're
you
like
hear...
tiny spiders.
Yeah, they're small. They're not like giant spiders.
Okay.
But you hear mitts lightly land next to you, and you smell his familiar cat smell. Mitts begin striking at the spiders. Dude, cats have a fucking smell. Okay, I've got 4 of them. I know.
Oh, my cat Cricket doesn't smell like anything.
That's
but,
crazy.
yeah, it is weird.
Carrie's cat Boyle smells like corn chips. I don't know.
Boys stink like no tomorrow. Oh.
Well, there you go. Mitts is a boy. Mitts, go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah. That is a lot. 24.
Yeah, Swarm of Spiders doesn't have a big AC, but go ahead and roll damage.
I forgot what. Okay.
Oh. No.
So I forgot. Oh. So boom.
Woof.
was like, it's
So-
not my boy.
7 points of bludgeoning damage and 9 points of fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, as you're striking at the spider swarm, it seems to be receding a bit, and kind of like reforming. You have about a moment to try to do something with Garen before they come back.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and grab him and say, throw down the rope.
I do that. Someone help me anchor this thing. I'm not very strong.
Okay, so this is going to be a strength check with disadvantage because Garen is fucking huge compared to you.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So I asked somebody to help me.
Yeah, I
I'll
guess
help.
I'll help.
Okay, so that's a 17.
A 17. Wow.
Yeah.
So, and that was at disadvantage?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So with the 17, you kind of grip onto Garen. Who's pulling the rope from above?
Everyone.
I think all 4 of us are.
Trade.
Okay, so one of you go ahead and choose to make a athletics check with advantage.
I will make it.
I cast guidance. Hi, Bippy.
Bang will make the save.
Can I help you? Is there something that you need?
28.
28. Holy shit. Yeah, so you tug and pull, and Mitz just has Garen by the rope and is just kind of like one arm on the rope and one arm just holding him, but just managed to drag him out of the pit. And as you're pulling him up, the covering of the rug kind of falls from you, and you can see he's still just kind of a little bit covered. But as you kind of drag him up, the rest of the spiders get knocked off, and you pull him out of the pit.
Oof, that was a close one.
Okay. Motherfucker.
Yep.
Indeed.
Everything's fine.
It's a lot of spiders here.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Oh, I want to get out of here.
Well, the faster we search through, the faster we can go.
No.
Now we can't go down hallways. We don't go on carpets. We don't touch anything.
The goal is to not touch anything, yeah.
Nothing that can hurt us, at least.
And you didn't want to keep me around, Garen.
Not the best time to bring that up.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Raina, why don't you take the lead? Give Garen a rest.
I'll
I can
help.
do that. All right.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
So it's now me and Kalishaw up front.
Okay.
Rogue twins.
No, I should probably go back to my skills page. Should know what this is by now. 22.
Okay. You don't sense any further traps, and as you kind of make around the bend, you notice a large, like onyx black door that's completely webbed over, and it seems to be like the only door so far that you've seen on this floor. And the door is like into the back of the castle. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Looking at the stonework around this door, it almost appears as if the back of the castle was built into the Cliffkeep Mountains themselves.
Oh.
It matches somewhat, but it's a little bit off. And again, the door itself is webbed over with more of that thick webbing.
Is there any writing or anything anywhere?
Hard to make out with the webbing over the door.
I'm gonna pull out a torch and a tinderbox, and I'm going to light it.
Okay. Yeah, with that, you burn the webbing off. Do you read Undercommon?
I do.
Perfect. So in Undercommon...
I do as well.
Then you both see this. In Undercommon on the door is written, enter here... Sorry, I have it in my notes. I thought I was going to just memorize it. Okay. Enter here to pay the price for entry into heaven.
All right, yeah, this is it.
Can I activate my Eldritch Sight real quick?
Yeah, the door's not magical.
Okay, is there like any other, like, is it like a puzzle? Like, it can, like, I investigate for like different words, or like if there's another message within the message?
Not with Eldritch Sight.
Well,
I mean,
can I?
The entry into heaven is death, so that's the price you pay to go to heaven. So, no, my dog.
So what we have to die to go. Where's that?
Enter here to pay the price. The entry into heaven. Yeah, well, I mean, dying is the entry into heaven. That's or
It's a
hell
death
or
door.
death
Enter
door.
and die.
It'll be fine.
That seems to be the opposite of what we're trying to do.
Okay. Let me just spell it out for you. I don't love any of you, so you won't die, so we're safe.
Huh.
Oh,
That was really bad.
well,
Well,
that's really sad.
Well, maybe I'll go through the door first because
No.
technically
Can
my
I
spell
check
is
the
already.
door for traps first?
Yes. Check the door for traps, and then we will vote on who goes through the door based on volunteers.
That is hilarious.
Oh, great.
Well, it should
That's
definitely be me.
It's gonna be me.
No.
Go ahead and check for traps.
Why would it not? I mean, my soul is already bonded to the soul of this armor. I have the least to lose.
Alice, are you helping me check the door?
Yes, I am helping you.
I cast guidance.
She
I already rolled.
Fuck.
That's cool. It's a 23.
23. The door is not trapped.
My brain tells me it's not trapped, but my heart tells me I may not have rolled high enough. It seems safe as far as I can tell, but I
Is it
mean,
locked?
is it locked?
No, it is not locked.
Okay, you guys just let me walk through.
No.
No.
Why?
I will
Why?
take
No.
the least amount of damage. If something were to go bad, I will take the least amount of damage.
No.
I'm assuming
I
that
have
it's
the best
before
chance of
death,
surviving.
that it's gonna be something that's not something you're resistant to. Like maybe necrotic damage.
All right, hold on.
I think I am resistant to necrotic.
Nope.
No, I'm resistant to radiant.
Does this have anything to do with like the Spider Queen herself? Like, would we have any knowledge of any kind of
Religion
religious
check.
aspects of this?
I would probably know.
Siegfried.
I would
No,
say
we're not.
Reyna and Siegfried, roll me a religion check.
Oh wait, why am I rolling with advantage? Don't do that. Okay. Dirty 20.
22.
22. So you know that the worshippers of the Spider Queen typically are drow, but you know the Spider Queen herself is a lot about chaos and anarchy, and that the ideal like nirvana for a deity like the Spider Queen would be a place of chaos and disaster. Past that, like that's as close to a heaven as the Spider Queen would have. So you could basically interpret that as saying, enter here to pay the price for entry into her domain, essentially.
Well, this is it. So if we're gonna get what we came for, we have to go through this door.
Yep.
I mean, is this what?
Do
This is
not
what we-
know this for sure.
Because I mean, well, Abigail's probably dead. So if they're holding her vestige somewhere, it's probably behind this door.
Probably.
Fuck it, I'll go first. I'm the
No,
new
Mitz.
You guys
No.
don't like me anyway.
No.
No, Mince, you're great. You're fantastic.
No.
You just jumped in that pit right after Galran without even thinking about it. That was magnificent.
Yeah, you did.
So as captain of a sea vessel, I often go into the unknown, and I am willing to do that at this moment.
Well, I'm the reason that we're here. It was my idea to come after this vestige. Maybe I should go.
Sylvia opens the door and goes in.
Okay. Sylvia, you open the door, and all of a sudden, nothing happens. It's a fucking door.
I just like stand in the door, like
Sorry.
stand on the side, like.
One of my proudest moments as a DM, I'm just gonna let you know, is watching you guys all argue about going through a fucking door. That tells me I'm doing something right. However, what you see when you open the door is an altar. There's an altar to the Spider Queen. You see the symbol of an upside down spider made of gold that's rooted in position.
Mhm.
There's a pillar with what looks to be an ornamental sacrificial dagger
Ooh.
and a stone slab that seems to be stained in old dried blood.
Can I check out the dagger?
You may go ahead and roll investigation. Are you picking it up to look at it, or are you just looking at it?
I'm just gonna look at it first.
Okay, perception.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. It's a very nice dagger. It seems to be inlaid with gold and platinum with a dark black blade. Without handling it, it's hard to tell what the blade is actually made of, but you would suspect probably obsidian.
Can I activate my Eldritch Sight and see if it glows?
You can. It is not magical. It is merely sacrificial, like ornamental dagger.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up and take it.
Okay. You pick up the dagger, and I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
God damn it. I thought I was
We
checking
live-
for a trap, but
No.
I realized I didn't actually specify that I was looking for a trap. So I got done fucked myself. Shit. It was really pretty. I really wanted it. Okay,
One
well,
step forward, 2 steps back.
Dexterity saving throw.
I thought I was being good. Okay, that's a 7.
7.
Oh my god.
Okay, and I actually need Reyna and Kalashah to make dexterity saving throws as well because they were at the doorway.
Yeah.
24.
24.
Once upon a time, I was good at these.
Fuck, dude.
24.
Okay. So Kalashah and Reyna, you only take half damage.
Great.
I
Is this an evasion thing?
This would be an evasion thing.
So no damage?
Okay.
Yay!
Kalashah, do you have evasion? I forget.
believe so.
I don't
You're
know.
level 7.
Well, he is, but he's a swashbuckler, so I don't know if it's any different.
It's just a rogue thing.
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
do have evasion.
So Sylvia, you take full damage.
Yay! I thought that by investigating it, I was checking for traps.
No, that's a completely different thing.
Oh,
So that's 14
Fuck.
points of piercing damage
okay.
as poison darts enter your body in various spots. You take about 4 of them. 2 to the chest, 1 to the neck, and 1 to the arm. And then
Oh,
I need you to make
shit.
a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
15?
15? It saves, so you're not poisoned, and you only take
Okay.
half of this damage.
Okay.
It wasn't me this time.
11 points of poison damage halved. And then halved
Okay.
again because of your armor.
Okay, so 6, so 3.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that thing about not touching things? We should just keep on doing that.
Are the daggers that are in my throat and chest of value?
Darts.
They're darts.
Oh, they're darts?
Yeah, they're darts.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I thought
Why?
Alicia's going to walk up. This is why you do not go first.
I'm going to walk up to her and place my hands on her shoulder. He's okay. And I cast Cure Wounds.
Whew. I'm gonna put that really pretty dagger though away in my bag.
Okay.
What? No.
I'm keeping it.
Sylvia, you get 7 points back.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like writing in the room or anything?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
22.
22. Yeah, on the stone table, there is writing, and it's also in Undercommon. And it says, "The blood of the innocent will open the way."
Mitz, come here.
No!
What's up?
So he is probably the only innocent one here.
I need some of your blood.
All right.
Oh wait, I have a dagger for this, and I'm gonna slice his paw.
Hey, what?
Okay, roll a
Consent to that
d4
first?
plus your
Ew.
dexterity.
5 points of damage.
Okay, so Mitch, you take 5 points of damage, and as your paw is hanging over the stone table, you see the blood hit, and the blood, not all the way, but mostly absorbs into the table itself.
Ooh.
And once the table seems satisfied, you can see the blood begin to pool on the top of the table. And from down below, you hear stone shifting and moving and rumbling, and you can feel the entire castle begin to shake around you. And that is where we're going to call it a night.
There you go. That's how you do it.
I really thought I was investigating the dagger to make sure it's safe. Like, I legitimately thought, like, I was in the
Unless you
clear.
say check for traps, it's
I
not.
know, but that's what I thought I was doing. And
You gotta say the magic words.
Okay, well, as we said at the beginning of this, we're going to do a quick, 20-minute-ish Q&A for anybody that's in chat that has some questions for the cast or myself. Feel free to ask your questions now, then we'll do our outro, and then we'll call it a night. So we'll give it a hot minute while the delay fun happens.
Oh, it's so good to be back with you guys.
It is. I love this game.
Or the daggers that are in my throat and shit.
That was so Tsunade coming out right there.
no, I'm trying really hard not to be her.
Not doing great right there.
I know, I'm really bad.
Brian, it was really hard for me to not ride the spiders.
I'm very proud that you did not try to ride the spiders. I'm not gonna lie. But man, I love because this game gets lets me be the dark, horrible DM that I always want to be, and Comedy of Strahd lets me kind of loosen up a little bit. So I have these two different games. I have these two different games where I can play both sides of my personality, and I love it. So Gabe Ruiz 9 asks everyone, do your characters have any long-term goals in this campaign?
Stay alive is probably the first one.
Murder that bitch, the Chaos Dragon? I don't know.
Remove all undead. And especially, what was that motherfucker's name? Asarak?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of him. Or Siegfried would very much like to make sure he no longer existed.
And you know that you have to call him Ass Crack when you see him.
Ass crack.
For Kalish, it's to find eternal love.
Oh, buddy. I keep smashing your loves to bits.
That's so sad.
I didn't know that was your long-term goal, and I just keep taking the people you love away from you.
It's really sad.
That's actually a really noble goal. I like that. A lot of D&D campaigns, the character's I'm about getting all the power. I'm about, saving the world. And Cal's just I just want someone to love that doesn't die horribly in my arms.
Oh my gosh.
I understand that one.
I love that though.
Mitch
love your
wants
need
to
for
find
love.
a land made of butterflies.
The Wand of Wonder can provide that.
I've got the Wand of Wonder, so.
So you'll never see the butterflies.
Oh, you never know. I might embrace the ridiculous again.
The last time you did that, I think someone died, and then you're never again.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll use it again. Why not?
Raina just wants to be free.
That's fair.
know.
That's super fair, and she's not.
So originally, Sylvia just wanted to be like an adventurer, like and like a hero, like in the books that she read. But like now that like her parents were murdered brutally and everybody keeps dying, she's probably going to seek out power to be able to protect those she cares about. And I have a feeling it might go corrupt. Maybe.
Gonna Briarwood that shit.
Ooh. Which actually kind of leads to Gabe Ruiz's next question. Riley, how are you liking the Tiamat version on Sylvia so far? They're a perfect match. Both are very greedy.
This is what I'm talking about. The downfall of her her corruption might be heading a certain way. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of fun so far. I'm a little nervous
I can't
because I'm not
imagine
good
why.
at decision making.
You really
so-
aren't.
No, I am not. All my good ideas turn out to be, or what I think are good ideas turn out to be bad ideas, and all what I think are bad ideas end up good.
Your good ideas are always, let me put my hand in this cookie jar without looking.
It'll be great. It's like a gamble. I just like to
Mimic,
gamble.
fuck.
I don't know. I think I'm just a wild card. I don't think I really know what I'm doing.
That impulsive nature is just, yes,
Yeah.
must touch.
Gabe Ruiz asks, how did Garen get cricket?
Well, I am at a loss right now. I'm trying to. I don't think I put that in my backstory.
You did not know.
No, I didn't. Because we talked about and I'm gonna have to think about that one. Jeez. Because I haven't really thought about it. But fun fact, I named it after my cat. So and she does make the little purr sound like my cat does. That sounds like a cricket. Yeah, because I guess that's why they called her Cricket when they found her. And the whole reason we got her was because I don't know if you guys have ever watched Will and Grace, but there was an episode where there was a woman named Cricket, and Karen kept saying Quicket Crit, because she couldn't say Cricket Quit. And Mark and I would always see Cricket at the pet store, and we would always say Quicket Crit. So anyway.
Oh.
Oh.
And we've had her for over 10 years. So anyway, I don't know yet, but actually I'm going to think about that and actually try to come up with something compelling, and I'll put something in the Discord for you, Gabe.
All right. Gabe asks, why did Reyna used to work for the Clasp and leave the organization?
Oh.
Ooh.
Juicy backstory.
Well, I can say, without spoiling too much, she used the class to basically escape from one cage and right into the other. But she left because she was tired of it. She was disenchanted with the clasp, and she was tired of working for others and not having her freedom. And her one goal is to be free. And she thought she could get it. She kind of fucked it up. So here we are. But yeah, from one cage to the other.
It was a solid try.
I think we're all in some corner, some type of cage, whether it's like Kalashaw's need to find love, or
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
Yes.
or like the Garen's cage of dealing with all
His stone cage of no emotion.
the insanity and stuff like that. So we're all in different cages.
Just think it's funny. Like Brian's like really likes Kalashaw's long-term goal, and he's like, some people just want like power and stuff. And I was like thinking to myself, yeah, put me on blast.
Okay, first of all, was not even calling you out.
I know, but that's what I was thinking. I was like,
I think that says a lot more about you than it does about me.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
It's kind of that. What is it? Never mind.
Gabe also asks, is the reason Siegfried worships the Raven Queen just because he likes the concept of death, or is it because of her church beliefs? So her belief against the undead and like the natural order of life and death.
Yeah, it's more along the lines of the natural order of life because he is an archaeologist, so he understands that life and death are natural parts, and he believes that stuff like that shouldn't be really meddled with too much. Obviously, there's the certain exception. He doesn't really do anything to break her beliefs without some very strong signal from her.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, because she is lenient to the effect where, someone can be brought back from the dead if it was an untimely death.
Yeah.
Because that goes against the natural order. They weren't supposed to have died there. Therefore, resurrection is okay.
But yeah, everything that's like undead and stuff like that, total abominations to Siegfried, and that's mostly because of not just because of the Raven Queen, but also because of what Siegfried studied while he was traveling.
That makes sense why you let that old guy die at the jungle.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand that. I was like,
yeah,
why would
totally.
you
That's
stop doing
totally.
that old guy? Oh,
Just waste 300 gold pieces on diamonds on an old man you just met.
All right. Gabe asks, when did Kalasha decide to become a seaman?
Thank you, Gabe.
Thank you, Gabe, for making me say seaman.
So Kalasha grew up poor, very, very poor, in Amman. Became estranged from his family. Started doing all sorts of roguey, shady shit to get by in life. He stole food from a ship and essentially got caught. And to pay for the food, he essentially had to start working on the ship. And that's kind of how it started.
Nice.
So, from a very young lad, he's been doing the seaman stuff.
Hey, some of us are early bloomers, some of us are late bloomers.
It happens.
oh my goodness.
All right. Gabe asks, was Mitz an orphan, or did his parents leave him at the monastery?
Mitz doesn't really know. From his earliest memories, he's just remembered training and doing chores at the monastery. So he doesn't know, and no one ever really told him. And
now no one can.
Yeah, now no one can. So he's kind of just Mitz.
Yeah, but Brian will find a way.
Oh, I'm sure. it's gonna come back to haunt me.
He's gonna find a way to he's gonna find your parents, and then he's gonna kill your parents, or he's gonna find your parents and make you kill your parents.
I was just thinking that.
No loved ones for anybody.
It's just oh yeah, Brian, did you?
It's kind of a key rule when you're in
Did you tell
Brian's
anyone about the
campaign
book?
is just to be an orphan
Stein?
and have no attachments to anything.
So I got Burger King right before we started, so I've been drinking out of my Burger King cup. So but I was gonna drink from the Stein tonight. I just did not get the opportunity.
What'd you get at Burger King?
I got a double Whopper with cheese and 2 spicy chicken sandwiches because I'm a disgusting fat pig.
Hell yeah.
That sounds so good.
It was
I'm
really
hungry.
good.
I had a bunch of tacos, but I'm still hungry.
Now I'm hungry.
I forgot that I ran out of cake and I didn't go to the store today.
Oh, that is a crime against cake manity.
Right?
Maddie's the only person I know that keeps cake on deck. Just
That's cool though. I wish I could live that best life. I wish I liked cake enough to do that. Now, I would like to start stocking cheesecake all the time because that I could just dive face first into just an entire cheesecake
Mm-hmm.
and do
Yep.
some terrible things to it.
Yo, Nothing Bun Cake is like right down the street from my house, and I
Oh,
never go.
That place is so good though. You want to talk about
Hey,
it? That's the only cake I like.
You'll get overkill on that shit. Okay. Like, yeah, it was awesome and our family.
Oh, but their lemon cake is so good.
Yeah. Riley, did you regret making Sylvia not an orphan?
Yes, absolutely. I was like, when I was making her backstory, I was like, you know what? Like, everybody always has this like tragic, like sad story. So Sylvia doesn't have a tragic, sad story because
You're
I
welcome.
specifically made that. So
And now you have one.
right, like she was just aspiring to be an adventurer and a hero because she read a lot of books growing up, and so she would pretend that she didn't have family or whatever when she was out and about, which obviously turned out not to be the case. And then, of course, Brian goes and doesn't even wait that long in the campaign. First of all, like you really could not wait. Like there was no patience.
Because everyone got so attached to them so quickly, so I was primed to take them away. While you got, but see, the key
I
is
knew eventually you were going to have them attacked, but the fact that there wasn't even an option to save them, and you you wasted no time.
so the key to a
You wasted
tragic
no
death.
time, and it was brutal.
The key to a tragic death is to make sure that they're killed off right at like peak loving them. And I could see them as NPCs. Like it's like, oh, these NPCs are cool. And then like the more your characters got to like them and love them, especially Garen, as he started to open up, I was like, okay, we're kind of at peak because pretty soon people are going to get tired of these NPCs, and then it won't be as impactful. So it's just kind of because of the way the narrative was going, it was the perfect time to kill them off. And it was even better because you guys were so fucking far away, you couldn't do anything about it. It was completely unpreventable. It was perfect.
So I just want all of chat to know that you're the reason that Sylvia's parents are dead.
Brutal.
Savage.
Oh, Brian's a monster. I mean, that's just what it is.
Oh my God.
It's
It's the last time I make a character with a nice backstory. That's for sure.
That's fine. I'll find other ways to torment you.
I mean, I don't know. He's always gonna find something. Come on, this is Brian.
There's darkness in
Good.
every heart.
You have to give him ammunition or it's not any fun.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. I mean, it's fun. Hey, Gabe or Brian. Gabe's got a question for you.
Yep. He wants to,
Yeah.
yeah, he wants to know how I come up with the custom vestiges and is the reason to surprise the Critical Role Season 1 fans in the party. The answer there is twofold. The way I come up with custom vestiges is I know what the big fight's going to be. Therefore, I know what'll kind of come in handy. So, like the reason, like the Armor of the Scaled Tyrant, I wanted something to help protect, but I also know the stats of the Chaos Dragon. Therefore, I kind of know what it has to be made of. So I use that knowledge to put together something useful. Otherwise, it's not really it's pointless as a vestige. And I want it to be, I don't want it to be just a retread of Season 1 of Critical Role. Let's go after all the vestiges they went after. That's no fun. Now, having a couple of them, I think is super fucking cool. Like Fenthras, Whisper, still existing and being able to be found. That's cool. But this is a different foe than Vox Machina faced. Therefore, those weren't the only real vestiges in Tal'Dorei and in Exandria. And it only makes sense that 100 years later, others have been unearthed or discovered. And there might be more secrets to the vestiges that they find, much like, a bow like Fenthras or like even Whisper, they have certain awakened states. There's the initial state, a mid state, and a third state. You might find that while those tend to have already been awakened because they've been used, these new vestiges might have more secrets that they don't know about yet.
Sorry, Sylvia.
No.
And yeah, as Gabe says, not all god vestiges can be from good gods, and that is point in fact with the Scaled Tyrant. Sometimes you need to dip a toe into some evil to fight a greater evil.
Yeah. Fair.
Gabe also asks, what's been the player's favorite moment so far?
Mine is when we first met Kalashaw.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Either that
After
or
almost drowning.
the magic balls was really fun. We had a lot of fun with that.
So when
Sean
Albie
Sylvia
got crushed,
switching bodies.
Wait, what was that, Siegfried or Derek?
Kalashaw and Sylvia switching bodies.
That was
that was
good.
not
That's
my
a lot.
favorite.
I was gonna say that was probably mine.
That was really good.
That was really funny.
That was epically funny.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite moment was literally the dealing with my father. Yeah, that's fun shit. I love shit like that. You know.
And to be perfectly candid, that's your fault that happened. Actually, no, it's my fault that happened because I fucking forgot that your dad was dead. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to run with this because I think this is a fucking cool idea. And then I watched
great.
Oculus and I was like, I know exactly what to do.
I don't know what that is. So.
It's a movie. My favorite moment was honestly, and it's not because I knew I was going to kill them, but the introduction of Sylvia's parents and the revelation that her name is really Eugenia. That whole
right there.
That whole thing, and the like the baby book with like the baby sketches and shit like that. That was probably one of my favorite sessions of D&D ever. Period.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about that.
I think mine was.
Everyone found out my real name.
And I wasn't there for that episode. I was out of that episode.
I know, it was a bummer.
Yeah. But I think mine was the episode after Alexio's resurrection, and we were all just fucking off in the tavern afterward.
Oh, that was good. Aegon the Eighth. Got a question from somebody new. For everyone, what type of music represents your characters?
I saw that question and I immediately thought rock opera.
Ooh, I totally see that for Siegfried.
Mid 2000s R&B.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's so perfect. Honestly,
Very indie acoustic for Reyna.
You wouldn't suspect it, but there it is.
Mhm.
I kind of. This is gonna seem really weird, but
He doesn't listen to music.
no, actually, I kind of like. I think a lot of times I think in like electro house when I'm like thinking Garren. So
That is surprising for Garan.
Garen's like that.
I was picturing like fucking Linkin Park.
He's like introverted as fuck and like doesn't want to deal with shit, so he's just in there listening to his house music.
Okay.
he's a really good dancer.
Oh, thank you for giving me an idea.
Oh God.
More ideas. Yeah, that's
So,
exactly what you need is more ideas.
We should go dancing.
Mine is a song
okay.
called "Bubble Dream" by Chon. You just gotta listen to it and you'll understand.
Oh, this one's hard.
Actually, because like there's this song I'm listening to on my playlist right now called "Tough" by Gold Room, and it's like there's a line in it. I mean, it's kind of like a love-ish, like like you love me, whatever. But like there's some lines in the chorus that I was like, oh, now you want a piece of me, like, and I was like, oh yeah. It's got a very electro house feel. So.
Sylvia?
It's really messed up. The only thing I can think of right now is like Spice Girls songs.
Yes. Yes.
I think that works.
Yeah, that actually
'Cause it's
super
like-
works.
It's like poppy and like upbeat, but like it's kind of has like fucked up, like they kind of say stupid things too. Like, I don't know.
All right, so final question. Gabriel's got the final question here. And we'll go around in a circle for this one. But who does your character trust the most in the party? So we'll start with Reyna. Who does Reyna trust most in the party?
It's not most. It's not completely. It's
It could be as simple as I threw a rock and hit this person, therefore that's the person I trust the most.
It's changed a lot in this episode, actually.
Oh.
If we had asked last game, it would have been different, but this game, I think I would say Garen.
Oh. Kind of curious
it's
who the one
changed.
before was. That's interesting. All right, Sylvia.
Oh.
Oh.
None of these losers. Not good enough for me.
Trust the most, like give me an example. Like trust them to do something,
Just
or
overall, like,
A broad trust.
who's got my back? Like, if I was falling off a cliff, who would I expect to reach out a hand to grab me?
This party dynamic hurts me now. It's so hard to pick who we trust.
I would say probably Garen, because Kalashot's like a 50-50. Like, what is he actually gonna do? Like, is he gonna throw a potion at me because he thinks it's funny? Like, I don't think Sylvia really understands his mindset. And with like Reyna kind of like does her own thing most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Accurate.
And then like Siegfried heals, but he's slow moving. So like if I'm falling, he might not be able to save. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't.
Okay, I didn't mean like literally if you're falling off a cliff. It was just an example of.
Hey, right.
I will make an addendum to mine that Reyna thinks it would be weird if anybody trusted her the most.
That's fair.
I'm on Siegfried because he's slow. No. He's not gonna make it to me in time.
Siegfried will remember this.
He'll heal me once I hit the bottom, though.
So your answer's Garen then?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Garen, who do you trust the most?
I think his answer. Boy,
It's hard, isn't it?
it's
I-
really.
I love that you guys are like
all
just a
very
party of
unreliable.
shitheads.
I
Not for
mean,
me.
no, it's
I
just
trust-
like things are like so fluid in this group, and because it changes constantly. Honestly, like right at this moment, like right in this time of the game, I would say, just the pure like courage and innocence of Mitz. I'm just
Nice.
the fact that he jumped down like that. I don't, I think definitely changed Garen's perception of him completely. So, but probably, I honestly, I still think he actually thinks that Kalasha can be the leader everyone needs.
Okay. Mitz.
I trust Siegfried out of everybody. One, he's shiny. Two, he heals everybody. And he's just, he's never lied to any of us, as far as we know.
Okay.
I thought the parameters for this was falling off a cliff.
I love you, Riley. I swear to God, you're so awesome.
Siegfried.
Garen, next.
Kalasha.
Nobody trusts Sylvia? What?
It's Garen.
No. What?
Yeah. Yep. Siegfried would be close if Kalasha wasn't so paranoid that Siegfried had ulterior motives.
Fair.
I get it.
I gotta give a shout out to Creator Max. No one's trusting the DM. Typical. Tisk tisk. To be fair,
It said in the party.
Have
I
you
mean-
have you seen this DM? Come on.
to be fair, I am a parent murderer, so
Yeah, he murdered my family.
He
so
made us panic over a door that did nothing for like
he
45 minutes.
purposefully made it so that we would panic over a door that did nothing.
I honestly
But
did
not-
not expect you to panic over a fucking door. I was like, I thought I thought the inscription was clear enough that you enter here to pay the price, like the price is paid inside the room. But apparently I did not make that clear enough. So that was
I
my
think too
bad.
much into things.
No. You put too many traps around, like, yeah, we all just gonna be like thinking the
I'm
worst.
still really mad about the dagger thing because I legitimately thought I was checking it to make sure it was safe. And when I realized that I hadn't,
That's why I go to pick it up. I'm like, I mean, okay.
Well, I thought I investigated it because, like, natural 20 on the investigation of the dagger, you would see that it's like, you know,
really nice dagger.
Look,
Sitting on top of a pressure plate that you didn't see.
yeah,
that's
that doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. No,
that's why I had asked if you
I
picked
was
it up
bad.
or if you were just looking at it, because a perception check is way different than an investigation.
That should have been my cue that it was trapped. If I touched it
Kind of.
Yeah.
But you didn't meta it.
It's like a black blade.
He wanted you to qualify what you were doing. That meant, oh, caution, caution, bing, bing, bing. Yeah.
I grab it.
All right. Well, that is it for this episode. We'll go around, do real quick goodbyes. Let's start at the other end of things. Robert, where are you on the internet? What are you working on, buddy?
You can find me everywhere on the internet at DSC_Smurf. I am also part of Dumpstat Charisma. You can catch us on Monday and Tuesday nights. And if that's not enough D&D for you, you can check out Welcome to the Party on Friday nights, where I also play. I'm everywhere.
You are everywhere, and we love you to death. And all the other guys at DSC, who are all amazing human beings.
Yeah, they are.
Most of them.
They are. Yeah, everyone except for like no, never mind. I'm not.
No, we're gonna leave that where it is, so that they can all wonder amongst themselves who's the one.
It's
We all
all.
know it's Robert.
You know who you are.
Derek.
Hey, I'm Derek. You can reach me right there at Delta J Ford, DELTAJFORD on Twitter and on Twitch. I stream pretty often on Twitch, so.
Right on Sai.
Hi, I'm Sai. I'm here every Wednesday. I'm also on Twitter at SaiNoel1. And yeah, that's about it for now.
All right, Maddie.
Hey everyone, I'm So Many Games everywhere. You can find me here on Soul Bear Wednesdays and Fridays playing D&D, and Saturdays hosting a talk show called So Chatty with Maddie. And I am the owner and operator of sonerdware.com, where we sell stuff, awesome shit for D&D people. Yeah. And we're about to open another shop for a pretty sizable group I'm really excited about. And with a new web design probably done by the end of the week.
Nice.
It'll have the same feel. It's just going to have some updates, make it just better. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Riley.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at Riley Avery, and I'm here every Wednesday. And that's all I do.
All right, Dana.
Hi guys, I'm Dana. You can find me mostly on Twitter at DanaLeeB. You can find me here on Wednesdays, and I also just started a new blog called Around the Fire. There's not much to it yet, but I do shoutouts every Sundays, and every 2 Tuesdays I will make a post. My first one will be about my homebrew game that I DM on Thursdays, and we're talking about the characters in the party. So,
Right on. Nice. And I have been your Dungeon Master, Brian Penaloza. You can find me on Twitter at Captain Sugar Bear. That's at CPT Sugar Bear. If you've heard that line before, it's probably because you already listened to the Nerdy Point of View podcast. If you don't, every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is your chance to download it on podcast services of your choice. And I'm still looking into the Spotify thing, so I'll get on that eventually.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
it's a process.
That's why I have barely started. Aside from that, you can find me DMing every other Monday, Comedy of Strahd, a comedic take on Curse of Strahd. If you think these characters are ridiculous, they take it to the fucking nth degree. in the insanity. It's not nearly as dark as this game, so if this game's a little too dark for you and you want something a little bit more funny and also extremely adult, check out that show too. Otherwise, soon, hopefully, I think the announcement was made, so March, hopefully, as long as everything goes well, you can find me playing Sergeant O'Bannon on Copperheart Pod, which is a really cool audio drama that I cannot say anything about because it would ruin it, and it's got some cool twists and turns, so that's all I got. I'm getting married tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. That's going to be fucking cool as shit, so with that, we're going to call it a night. Thank you again, everybody who tuned in to hang out with us and ask questions. We will see you next week on Tal'Dorei, A New Dawn.
Woohoo!